Crown this. Isn't that how it goes? Didn't somebody say that once? Wasn't that a great saying?
I believe you're right.
By somebody, you want to crown him? Crown him.
Back tracking on them boys.
Oh, on them boys, on them Chiefs, on whoever them are. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you know what I'm saying.
Pain.
Yeah, that was interesting Sunday where the Colts went in and said, what about us? I've told you about the Colts. I've told you don't sleep on the Colts. The Packers went in and said, oh, yeah, we might have lost on Thursday night at home to the Eagles, but the Eagles are better than you. And they went into your house and beat you. We watched the quarterback go down and, out. Patriots continue to win, but okay, play somebody. The Saints continue to win. They have not lost since Drew Brees has gone away. We had an interesting Sunday in the National Football League. The Raiders win on the road. All I heard about was Khalil Mack was going to destroy the Raiders. Oh, look out. That vaunted Bears defense. They're going to the Super Bowl. And Khalil Mack is going to destroy Chucky and the Raiders. Didn't happen that way either. What's up, and happy Monday. Welcome to your work week. It's your opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Golden Hoser, Josh producing for you on the visual medium today on ProView Networks. What's good, y'all?
What it do?
Whew.
Frustrating football week.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Oh, yeah.
All across the board.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, but in so many ways it was. If you're a Lobo fan, if you're an Aggie fan, I'm going to tell you, that's as bad a loss as – how about this? As frustrating a loss, and the Aggies have got a lot of losses over the years, a lot of them. That one is the most, and I'm not an Aggie fan per se, but I can't imagine a more frustrating one that I've seen. There was that UTEP game where they blew the lead and lost in overtime. They had a 14-point lead with 3+ minutes to go and lost that game. That might have been the other one, but this one with the turnovers in the red zone, they outplayed Liberty. They were better than Liberty. They outplayed them and they lost.
Yeah, the red zone turnovers, and I'll add to even the Lobo game.
Yeah,
this year where you're just like, what is going on? What is happening? Especially with the way we've seen the Lobos play the two games after that against Liberty and San Jose State. So just immense frustration because those are the games that Mexico State has to have in their season. They need to have wins like that.
They did, and that one you can put on Doug Martin, and that's fine because the coach ultimately has to be responsible. But those turnovers were unbelievable. The ball Josh Adkins puts on a receiver in the end zone, and not only does he drop the touchdown, he bats it up for a guy to take it back 77 yards the other way. Not only are they going in to tie the score and go to overtime and try to do something or maybe win with a 2-point conversion, Josh Adkins fumbles at the 6-yard line with 2.5, 3 minutes to go. Another turnover in the red zone. A trick play that would have been a touchdown, but the receiver doesn't get his feet down. They outplayed Liberty. I thought, and their defense the last 2 weeks has been relatively decent. Put that on the board. Relatively decent.
But
yeah, the Aggies, that one hurt. And then if you're a Lobo fan, oh, good gracious, will you please stop telling me, well, we're going to score points if we can just stop someone. Your defense actually looks pretty good. That's 2 weeks in a row that your defense actually looks pretty
relatively decent.
But your offense, and just, again, I'll ask you the same question I asked you last Monday. Will you please tell me what everybody sees that Tavaka is going to be great?
He's not great, and that's a word you got caught up on.
Yeah, I've been caught up on it because I hear it too much.
I really don't think there's anyone in your camp anymore.
Not anymore.
Obviously, not anymore. But I at least had hope because the dude was starting his third game in a row.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's give him a chance to grow. Let's have some consistency. And it was another bad half where he doesn't even make it to halftime before Sharon Jones comes into that game. Just the turnovers, 6 total turnovers in the game.
It's unbelievable.
4 interceptions combined. Sharon's first pass of the game is intercepted. Bob Davie said after the game, ridiculous interceptions from Sharon Jones, and I don't know where they go from here because here we're back at asking who the quarterback is.
No.
We're back to who's going to start Friday night against Colorado State. Is Tavaka Tuioti or Sharon Jones? I never thought Tavaka was going to be great, but I thought he could be good. And it's just really disappointing and frustrating that when he finally gets his chance to put a couple games together, he gets his opportunity. He was not good the last 2 games.
You think he's right mentally with all the personal stuff that he had to deal with early in the season?
And I asked that question yesterday. I just don't know the young man well enough to say that. I have no idea. Potentially, that's an issue. All I know is what I see, right? I have no idea. And if he isn't, I can't blame him. All I know is what I see, and I'm watching a football team that shouldn't be playing like this. 6 turnovers, 9 penalties. And look, San Jose State was good. Ned said something at halftime on your show. He says, he's a we and our guy, but he played for him, so that's fine. He said, our offense is so much better than theirs. Really? What did he see?
He had a big-time reality check this weekend. He was right, and I think we all see San Jose State can't run the football. Like, they're
did you watch them throw the football in the first half?
But their passing game connects, and they have a very competent quarterback in Josh Love that throws a good percentage of passes, that knows where to put the football with standout receivers, and he had over 400 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, I heard him say that at halftime, and I'm like, what have I been watching? Because it wasn't the same game. Their offense looked good. San Jose State's offense looked good. Now, granted, Lobos gave him short fields. Lobo defense, I don't think, played poorly. I don't know. You can say, Jeff, I mean, they gave up 412 yards through the air and another 52 yards on the ground, but they had short fields. I mean, you fumble on the 1 yard line and let them punch it in for a 1 yard drive. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not on the defense. It's just not. I thought they stopped them and held them to field goals after turnovers when they needed to. I think that's 2 weeks in a row where you start to turn this thing around and say your defense is playing well enough to win football games. Stop telling me how automatic it is that they're going to score points, because it's not.
That could have easily been 35 points
in the first half,
if not more, in the first half.
Yes,
because there was back-to-back red zone stops where San Jose State ran 8 plays for 3 yards and had to settle for 2 field goals.
Yeah, absolutely right. And that's so I give it to the defense. Jeff, they gave up 32 points and 52 the week before. Yeah, I got it. They gave up 17 at Liberty, and wasn't one of those touchdowns a short field after a turnover, I'm pretty certain. Mm-hmm. And then the 32, I mean, for crying out loud. You know, I don't know. To your point, you asked the question. I don't know where you go and what happens now. Bob Davies due to be with us at 8:00 again this morning. And you know, certainly he's been thinking about it since Friday, but he had to be sick on the field. And again, the coach has to take the blame, right? The coach absolutely has to take the blame. And he made the call, and it was the right call. Sharon Jones played better than Tavaka Tuioti, but he's got to stop turning the football.
Well, he still turned the football over. Sharon came in and just out-athleted everybody.
So
like, they were just like, we're running some zone reads and just run past people.
You know what I was thinking when I watched some of those runs? It's that one run I always hold on to against Liberty last year. But it was the same kind of thing. He hits the hole with a different burst. Like, I'd love to see him play running back in some respects, because he's got he's the best. Do you agree? He's the best runner they've got on that team? Open field runner?
Yeah, he's the most explosive one they have.
Yeah. He hits that hole with a different speed. He hits it with a different commitment, a different burst, a different mentality. I don't know how you don't go with Sharon. But I don't know. I mean, he did turn the ball over 3 times too.
And that's the question. Do you scale down the offense as well? They're already running the football a ton anyway. But if you put Sharon in there, do you just kind of even scrap the passing game and say, we're just going to go back to sprinkling in, get him on the triple zone reads, and
do you have enough to do
RPOs?
that? I mean, Amari Davis had 96 yards. Mm-hmm. Sharon was your leading rusher, 11 carries for 104. A bunch of chunk runs. Do you have enough that you could just go back to running it? And as Joe did, first of all, you spent all spring and all fall running an offense, putting in an offense. Do you change it in a week?
I think it comes down to if you believe that these quarterbacks can take steps to eliminate the turnovers. We're talking about Sharon Jones as a senior. Like,
I understand. No, I understand. I was on Sharon Jones, and I love the upside of Sharon Jones, but at this point, he's got to stop making some of those throws. Like I told you. And
the turnovers have been killer, but still, even with that, you look at the last 2 games, the rushing numbers versus the passing numbers, pretty like, wow, how many attempts to that? Like, I'll
41 rushes to 26 passes.
I think it's almost like 90 rush attempts to maybe like 50 passes.
All right, so they're already running the football.
So
I just, to your point, to go back to what you were, you can't. You just can't. You're not built that way. You didn't do that. So, and I've told you this for probably the last year and a half. I've been on more on Sharon than Tavaka because of the upside. But the downside is the floor is lower and the ceiling is higher to me. Mm-hmm. And that's just, again, I'm not in practice. It's just what I see in games. But, yeah, he threw 2 touchdown passes, and he threw 3 interceptions, and it killed you. It killed you. And you lose 32-21 to San Jose State. And you're coming home for Friday, and they're telling me the weather's going to start turning on Thursday just in time to make it a cool Friday night. They can't catch a break. All right, we got a lot to do today. A ton to get through today. We got the whole NFL. We're going to get into it all. We're going to get into the Broncos winning a game on the road in Los Angeles. They are no longer among the ranks of the unwinned.
Job, good effort.
That is correct. Unwinned.
Dude, that's a nice win.
They're no longer defeated.
It'll be a bad win. Is that like
that draft pick?
Is that like a bad birdie? Like
top 5 draft pick. Don't win yourself out of one.
Don't win yourself out of one. All right. Patriots continue to roll. Eagles win again. We're going to get into the Steelers and what they do for quarterback situations. The Vikings threw the football a little bit. We got United to talk about from Saturday night. We've got baseball that has gotten how about that ninth inning in
huge
St. Louis
games yesterday?
Yep,
like series deciding games.
Dodger fans were puckering until that 6th inning came along, and then it was like, oh, there's that team I watched all year. So we'll get into all of that. Local basketball's got some commits as well. Bob Davey due to be with us at 8 o'clock. Phone number to get in is 505-246-0610. That's area code 505-246-0610. You can send emails, Jeff at 610knml.com, JJ at 610knml.com. Find us on the Twitter. It's _JJ Buck. We're also on ProView Networks. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, and Hoser on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, #life change will occur.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 10,000 homeowners improved their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamStyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits and not just a job at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas...
Left to the right, gets the snap, has a lot of time, looking, throwing, got a man wide open at the 45 of the Chargers, breaking a tackle on the left side, breaking another, and going down the sideline and into the end zone. Cortland Sutton, 70 yards, touchdown Denver, and the Chargers missing tackles right and left.
I'm going to guess that was Charger Radio.
Now, Sports USA is heard right here on the Sports.
That was Sports USA is heard right here on the Sports Animal. The man, he's got a man. The man's running down the. Oh no, Cortland Sutton. Grady called the upset. He did timestamp this Friday 9:53. Lobos by 4 tonight in the upset. How to get my official pick in? All right, feel better. It's official. Broncos win. Chargers aren't what we thought they were. So we're 4 or 5 weeks in now.
They were
contenders.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely did.
They're in that that muddled mix. I still really do like Kansas City, even with that loss to the Colts. You're right on the Patriots. While we can say who have they played, has that ever really been a question for that team?
No,
it has not.
No. I thought that the Chargers were contenders in the AFC, and now they're behind the Raiders in the standings.
Mm-hmm. How about them Raiders?
How about the Raiders? How about you can not like John Gruden, or you can like John Gruden all you want, but you got to give him a little bit of a credit for steering that ship through that zoo that was Antonio Brown, and supposedly he didn't like his quarterback, getting him through the hard knocks thing, and getting him to a 3-2 record at this point. They're like a month and a half on the road. They got a week off. Then they go road game again before they go back home to Oakland. And to go and beat the Bears team, who I heard was the best defense since the turn of the century, or since they started slicing bread, or whatever. Yeah, they're good. They're really good. And Khalil Mack was going to destroy him, and this was going to look out. And Derek Carr might not come back. They might have to leave him over in Europe, and the whole thing. You got to give a little bit of credit to John Gruden.
Yeah, you absolutely have to. And read about him keeping that team together the way they played. We saw it yesterday. It doesn't matter how good you are. You play a bad half of football, it is darn near impossible to come back in the NFL. Like, teams just do not come back at dramatic rates. You look at being down 17-0 at halftime, there's come back, take the lead, and then you get a drive late at the end of the game. The Raiders put it together. Josh Jacobs punches it home, and even the questions with Mitch Trubisky, Chase Daniel's not just going to step right in and light the world on fire, and then you can carry that over. The same thing happened to the Dallas Cowboys. They played a bad half of football against the Green Bay Packers. Packers handled their business, and then you have the huge hill to overcome. You're not overcoming a deficit like that in the NFL.
There is some breaking news this morning. Jay Gruden, John's brother, Jay, fired as the Redskins head coach. They are 0-5. They're horrible, and I'm not sure it's all his fault, but he's fired, and somebody else will take over as the head coach of that juggernaut that is the Washington Redskins. After the Patriots and the Chiefs, who were other contenders? Who else do you consider contenders in the AFC? I'll tell you who I think the next best two teams are. Absolutely Indianapolis. I mean, to me, without a doubt, I know they're 3-2. But I think Indianapolis is good, and I'm going to give you Buffalo.
I think Indianapolis and Buffalo are those teams that are going to make it really hard on you, especially the Colts winning in the trenches last night, what they did offensively and defensively. We'll have to see how Patrick Mahomes comes out of that, getting his ankle busted up and not having that mobility in the second half, because that's what makes him special. You saw it in that touchdown throw he had. Like, that's what Patrick Mahomes can do, and no one else in the league right now. I think that going, of course, into the game yesterday, you'd think the Chargers would be in that mix, but it's just another year of just everyone dropping for them. And they have the pieces. Figuring out Melvin Gordon, Austin Eckler moving forward, because Eckler is such a presence in the pass game. But I think whether you put down Buffalo, Indianapolis, how about Houston? It's just their team that's right there in that mix.
Yet, but yeah,
put up 53 points, got people's attention.
Yeah.
Baltimore Ravens. You're like, how does this game go to overtime when you're playing against pretty much a third-string quarterback? It did, but it won a game.
Can somebody name me who the quarterback is that finished for the Steelers last night? Can anybody name the guy without looking?
Nope.
Exactly.
Slogan?
Nope.
Slayer?
No. Slogan, Slayer. Slayer, slogan.
Slayer.
No.
What is it,
anybody, Josh? I
suspense is killing
gotta
me,
look
man.
too. I'm not telling you I can. I'm not telling you I'm any better than you. I'm not. The guy's name is Delvin Hodges. Or Devlin Hodges. Not even slogan. Devlin Hodges.
Way off.
I had no idea who was next. Do you know where he went to school? Pac-12. Went to Stanford.
What are these Stanford?
Smart guy.
They're everywhere. Yeah.
That is one where...
By the way, your Sunday night game next week is Devlin Hodges against those Chargers we were just talking
about.
Oh, man.
Worst case scenario for the Steelers.
Yeah.
Because they traded Josh Dobbs the week before Ben Roethlisberger gets hurt.
Yep.
Because they're like, we got three quarterbacks. Let's send one down to Jacksonville to back up Gardner Minshew. Now they're like,
Gardner Minshew almost pulled.
Is there a
yesterday
90-day return policy on that?
Oh, nope. I'm sorry. This is it's a sale. It's the end of the season sale. You get no returns. You understand?
Sales are final.
Yeah, all sales are final on this one. Devlin Hodges. So that's what you get. The Ravens just did enough yesterday. Lamar Jackson wasn't great yesterday. He threw 3 interceptions. Mark Ingram only ran for 44 yards. In fact, they only had 270 yards of total offense yesterday. But it was enough to beat the Pittsburgh Steelers yesterday. And to your point, it's going to be a battle of attrition. Eagles look good defensively, offensively, but the Jets are just so bad. And now we're on spleen watch. So evidently, Sam Darnold is back from like the mono. He feels better. However, his spleen has not yet shrunk back to normal stages. And of course, as you all know, the big symptom, one of the big symptoms or one of the big issues when you have mono is your spleen gets larger. And now he would be susceptible if he got hit and ruptured, he could die. So they're waiting for his spleen to shrink before he can back. Speaking about dying, I damn near we saw Mason Rudolph die on the field yesterday. I thought, did you see him get knocked out?
Scary moment.
I mean, when your body, he took it helmet right on the chin, and your body goes limp, and that was gruesome. Thank goodness he's okay. He's out of the hospital last night. But I got to believe it's Devlin Hodges, and who's on the scrap heap? I mean, who's next to back him up?
We'll find out.
Throw me a name. I mean, there's got to be a name, right? Is there a Chris Winkie name? What?
Wow. He's still around?
Well, isn't he?
We're going with quarterbacks in some of these teams, possibly.
Right? I mean, that's kind of – is Austin Apodaca available?
Hey.
He's up in the Canadian League, but I guess he's under contract. All right, we'll talk global football coming up at 8 o'clock. We got stuff to give away today or anything?
We don't. Unfortunately not.
You got nothing to give away?
It's just our 4K a day.
Come on, man. You got nothing?
Is it 4K?
Yeah, it's 4K
okay,
a day.
gotcha.
I'll tell you about that, too. All right, Bob Davey at the top of the hour, 246-0610. Hey, are you shopping for your first home, or maybe been a few years since you've owned a home, you're back in the market and looking again? It's pretty tough, and everybody understands that, to come up with the money you need for a down payment, and that is why Kirtland Federal Credit Union offers you Jump Start. Jump Start's a down payment assistance program providing a grant up to $6,000 towards your down payment. Jump Start is only for first-time home buyers and for those who have not owned a home for the past 3 years. To see if you qualify, talk to my good friends over at Kirtland Federal Credit Union's Home Loan Center. You can stop by and see them at the new Home Loan Center, centrally located on the northeast corner of Jefferson and Osuna, or give them a call at 1-800-880-5328. That's 1-800-880-5328. All the details are online at kirtlandfcu.org/jumpstart. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they're more than military. They are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
Sports Animal time is now 7:26. Time to take another look at Monday morning's commute. This report is sponsored by Panera Bread. Well, let me start off with the good news. Earlier, we had an accident at the Coors Bypass. That is clear. You still have some leftover delays happening there. Also, the ladder that was on the freeway on northbound I-25 just south of Rio Bravo has been picked up, so that is clear. Only thing to worry about right now is our accident on westbound I-40 near San Mateo. That is on the right shoulder. A new accident eastbound Paseo just east of Eagle Ranch Road. Slight backups forming there. At Panera, get breakfast that's fast, not fast food. Try a new Chipotle chicken, scrambled egg, and avocado breakfast wrap and pair it with a premium, freshly ground, freshly brewed coffee, all ready to go with the push of a button. Panera food as it should be. And if you see an accident, make sure to give us a call on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
4K a Day is back. Your chance to win big just by listening to us. Listen weekdays for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the keyword to 95819 and you could win $1,000. What can you do with the money? Anything you want. Message and data rates may apply. 4K a Day, sponsored locally by Fiesta Kia. A huge selection and a doggone great deal. Get ready to win on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
You see them all around town. Cintas trucks and their service reps taking care of customers. When companies use Cintas, you know they're confident and ready. Cintas helps with their fire protection and first aid and safety programs, handles their apparel solutions, and helps keep their facility and restrooms clean and stocked. So you know those companies care about their employees, facilities, and image. When all those things work together, they're ready for business.
Oh, I'm ready!
Get Cintas and get ready for the workday.
Hi, this is Ava from Monroe's. I'm here with my grandpa on a hot air balloon over Albuquerque. I can see both Monroe's from here. They're both pretty crowded. My grandpa's about to jump off the hot air balloon. Wait, what? Hold on. No, Grandpa, don't jump.
It's busy down there. I gotta get to Monroe's. Airborne!
No, Grandpa! Good thing he had his parachute. You all could drop in too. On Lomas at 16.
Or on Osuna between San Pedro and San Mateo.
You can count on Roto-Rooter's licensed professionals for all of your plumbing needs for your home or your business. Roto-Rooter will be on time and on budget. With 80 years of plumbing experience, Roto-Rooter will make things right.
Ron Peterson Firearms has been in business for over 50 years, offering one of the largest selections of new and used firearms and modern firearms accessories and ammunition. See for yourself why Ron Peterson Firearms is the most trusted gun shop in New Mexico, located in the historic Nob Hill District on Central, just east of Washington.
Jack Thompson here, president of Legacy Mortgage, headquartered right here in New Mexico and a proud supporter of the Lobos. The Lobos are your home team, and Legacy Mortgage is your home team for financing. We are a New Mexico-based company committed to serving you. Interest rates continue to remain low. Now is the time to purchase your first home or next home. Now is the time to refinance to a lower rate. Log on at legacylending.com. That is legacylending.com. Keep it local and go Lobos.
Legacy Mortgage, your mortgage provider.
NMLS number 249314, Equal Housing Lender.
Audible turns commuting into opportunity. Use the Audible app to learn something new every day. Listen 100% ad-free to the world's leading experts on parenting, budgeting, career, and relationships. Get inspired by Dave Goggins' powerful memoir, Can't Hurt Me, and hear advice from Mel Robbins on how to take control of your life, exclusively from Audible. Download the Audible app, start a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on us.
Here we go.
The Dan Patrick Show, today at 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
We have to play better, and we cannot let this thing slide. Last 2 years, we cannot accept it. We cannot accept it across the board, and that's the message. We can't. It's got to be a combined effort of coaches and then players taking the responsibility that we cannot let this thing keep sliding. We have to get this thing resolved.
The question is how and can they? That was Bob Davie after losing in San Jose on Friday night, 32-21. New Mexico lost to San Jose State. 6 turnovers, 9 penalties, change of quarterbacks, and just mistakes galore in losing to San Jose State. And look, San Jose State's gotten better. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that was an embarrassment, because I don't know that I think it was. But while they're getting better, it's really hard to sit here and say New Mexico is. And it's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. And I think that's where the frustration comes in, both for the coaching staff and for everybody around the program. Last 2 weeks, he said, I don't know if it was in that clip we just heard or a different clip, they've regressed, right? And I think he's right.
Yeah, he said they've gone backwards the last 2 weeks.
Now, I'll tell you this. I feel defensively they've taken steps. I really do. I feel defensively against Liberty and against San Jose State, and you know, you listen to whoever was calling that game on CBS Sportsnet talk about how they're at the bottom of, of every defensive category, that they're 120 something in this and 130 and they're dead last. I got all that, and I think a lot of that is the Notre Dame game put 66 on them, but New Mexico State 52, Sam Houston State 30. They were giving up 49 points something, almost 50 points a game. Then they gave up 17 to Liberty, and it says 32. You put the ball on the 1 yard line. It's hard to put that one on the defense, but they gave up that touchdown, and I feel bad. Somewhat, but 25. You give up 25 points to the defense, you should win a game. In today's college football, against San Jose State, you should be able to win, right?
Should give you an opportunity to be in that game,
and you weren't. Well, I imagine you were in the game, but turnovers just abused you. So Bob Davie due to be with us, coming up at the top of the hour. Aggie fan, if you want to get in, that one, the loss by New Mexico State, and we'll talk to Doug Martin about it tomorrow. The New Mexico State loss was one of the two, in the recent years, one of the 2 toughest losses I've seen for them in a long time. The one where they were up by 14 to UTEP, right, when the losing streak was at like 16 or so, right before the ankleception game, that same season. And then this 2013 loss to Liberty, because I thought they outplayed Liberty up and down the field, and they turn the ball over all night long too. It's just brutal. 2460610 888-922-0610. What do the Lobos do now? If you're Bob Davie, what do you do? Because you got to keep this thing together now. because it's not getting easier. Here comes Colorado State, and then things get pretty tough from there on out. This is where you were supposed to start making your hay. Colorado State got beaten home by San Diego State over the weekend. They're struggling. I think they're 1-4, 1-5. Colorado State is struggling.
There, another injury at the quarterback position, and Colin Hill got hurt in that Arkansas game for Colorado State. The Lobos, it's what does Davey see
1-5
with Sharon Jones and Tavaka Tuioti? Does he believe that these quarterbacks can take steps forward? What is the process for them to start eliminating these interceptions? Because still at the core, Davey wants to run the football. And even with the change in offense the last 2 years, bringing in Joe Daly, the rushing attempts are still going to be the key to this offense. So what trust, if any, what confidence is left in these two quarterbacks for Bob Davey?
I've been hearing about Trey Hall. Or am I going to see a Trey Hall?
The Trey Hall. That will get his opportunity because of the turnovers.
Do you want to see Trey Hall? I mean, do you want to try a fourth one? No,
I think with.
Remember, I asked you at the beginning.
Bob Davey's been frustrated post game. He's a coach. That was a little more than usual, even in a post game setting.
Yeah,
like usually he's measured and he'll get his message across. But when he said Sharon Jones throws ridiculous interceptions, he usually doesn't even let little things like that slip.
That's right.
With his team.
Remember, I asked you at the beginning of the season. I asked you guys over under 3.5 quarterbacks. How many will we see this year? And you both said, "Oh no, only we'll see 3. We'll see 3." And I don't think you guys were out of your mind. And we haven't seen Trey Hall yet, but we're only 5 games in. Yeah, I think we're going to see Trey Hall at some point, don't you?
Keep throwing the football like that. Yep.
I just, my gut tells me he's going to go back to Tavaka again. We saw a lot of positives out of Sharon. I mean, can you coach? You just made a point, about 10 minutes ago. You said Sharon's a senior. Can you coach the bad reads, the bad interceptions out of Sharon? Because in reality, and I'm going to give you again, I believe the upside's higher with Sharon and the ceiling's lower. Sharon made plays. I mean, I'm going to give him that. I'm going to give him that, both with his arms and his leg, arm and his legs. Sharon has an unbelievable burst ability. As good as I've seen from a quarterback in the Lobos in a long time, as far as getting through a hole and keeping the football. And he throws a decent ball when he makes the right read.
But does that offset that when he misses those reads? I mean, are we willing? That's still frustrating. Yeah, he can do all those things. Well, he can be an athlete on the field, but man, there's those crucial mistakes.
No,
that
you're right.
Like, oh,
this is what Bob Davey and this coaching staff's dealing with, right? So does it offset it? Wow, I saw some good things out of Sharon, and some really, really bad things. But what I see out of Tavaka.
But now we've got that with both quarterbacks.
So
indeed, yeah.
You go ahead and weigh it. I mean, what you tell me what Tavaka made mistakes and didn't make the good plays, right? Tavaka turned the ball over and made mistakes, and I'm still there was really no upside, right?
So it almost seems like you're gonna have to play them both and see who's got the hot hand. The moment the one guy doesn't, got to go with the next guy. I mean, that's what they did,
So you don't think there's any upside with Tavaka?
I said in that game. No, I said in that game. Sorry. No, I that's not what I'm saying. No, there's upside with Tavaka. In that particular game, right? I mean, there was upside with Sharon, but he threw the ball away. But with Tavaka, you show me what the upside was in that game.
I miss her. I thought I didn't hear. Just
no. I'm not telling you.
And that's the thing. Which is just so frustrating is, I just wanted to give them a benefit for once.
Yeah, I did too.
Like the offense, the quarterbacks. All right, 3 games in a row. Yep. Tavaka's the guy. You're going to have ups and downs. Let's see how they get through it. But that first half was just a quarterback that looked so uncomfortable. Like, where did that quarterback against New Mexico State go? Because, I'm sorry, San Jose State's better, but that defense is not world beaters. Like, it's not one where you should be scared going against the Spartans' defense. No. But, yeah, he just looked uncomfortable in the pocket, and his throws were high in that early interception.
We didn't even get into the special teams grab bag. They missed a field goal, blocked 2 kicks, had a punt kicked, all in the first, or punt blocked, all in the first half, right?
Yeah.
Missed a field goal, which is, didn't he miss a field goal last week, if I'm not mistaken? But yeah, the field goal on the first drive.
Missed field goal.
Right.
Had Lobos missed a field goal, had a punt blocked.
They blocked
the
kicks.
field goal.
They blocked an extra point, right?
And a field goal.
Yeah. I mean, it was a special teams grab bag out there. And it was one of those games where this stuff doesn't happen. And then I watched the Aggies game, and I'm like, that stuff doesn't happen.
And it's happening.
Yeah.
I guess it's been a while since I've seen Spartans Field, but it still blows my mind that half of football stadium is a grassy hill.
Supposedly under
And
construction.
fake grass at that.
Is it fake grass?
Yeah.
It's got to be, right? You can't grow grass
Yeah,
like
not
that.
like
Yeah.
that. Not that
Just
green.
turf. Like, do they just sell turf tickets and you can bring your picnic?
Quite a mighty bold decision to make that, and that's what it's going to look like on TV. And I've been in that stadium.
Hey, I guess it's better than empty seats.
Boom. See?
Yeah. It's got a point.
Yeah.
Looks a little better.
Yeah. It was a bizarre game watch. You know what? The field looked fine. It was a game where you're down 23-0. My phone was blowing up.
Yeah,
people are just so
to your
angry.
Point, the special teams, the offense, like it's
and their defense looked good.
And
I'm gonna give their
you wasted two relatively decent defensive games the last 2 weeks.
Oh man,
there were 2 chunk plays in the first half by San Jose State, right? There were 2 chunk plays,
and especially when you have, and it happens. What are teams going to do after turnover?
Yeah, they're
more
going.
times than not going to take a shot, and immediately after.
Yep.
Sharon, where is it?
That was the Tavaka one.
The Tavaka interception, 2nd and 6, throw the interception into the end zone again. Gaither hits that 80-yard play.
Yeah, and then they had the big run. But, the second half they shut them down. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Emails are coming in. You can send them at jeff@610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. Dude, talk to Bob Davey coming up at the top of the hour on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 10,000 homeowners improved their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits and not just a job at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to newmexicohighlands.com today.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team.
Clocked. Jay Gruden fired today. I think he's relieved. No, seriously.
Maybe. There might be like, I'm out of there.
I mean, he's been there
probably
6
not
weeks.
as anxious or frustrated this morning as he would have been if he was game planning for the next week. It's just, that was a no-win situation. They were down to Colt McCoy. He was telling everybody, Dwayne Haskins isn't ready. Look at this guy when we put him on the field. But then you have an ownership group going, well, we drafted him high. Get him ready. Let's go. Where's the hope for the future? And then the timing of the maybe, allegedly, is that Jay Gruden smoking some potentially weed, allegedly, video that came out late last week.
I didn't see that.
Oh, that blew up social media.
What was it?
So it looks like Jay Gruden smoking something.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't a cigarette.
All right.
Just this like 10-second clip that came out and started circulating on social media.
Cig weed.
And that's a bad thing, right?
It's not good if you're an NFL head coach.
Okay.
And it just kind of, everyone was then looking to this week and going, definitely see this guy getting fired now.
Okay.
Interesting timing of a video like that to hit social media.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Conspiracy theory.
When was it? When was it allegedly shot?
I don't know when it was. Just the video started popping up like Thursday and Friday all over the place.
It's convenient. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. I got some couple comments on email on the Facebook. Rich said nothing better than another Cowboy loss, and that this Lobo team has no identity. Defense cannot defend the pass. Offense looks confused and stale. No quarterback has stepped up to the task. And as long as they don't have a field leader, Lobos are done. You're not arguing with him.
The quarterback position is huge for this team right now because defensively, the numbers, you look at the box score, some of the big plays, you're going to be frustrated. What that defense has done the last 2 weeks is better than they've done in a long time. You look at moments, like when was the last time they had back-to-back stops in the red zone holding a team to field goals? Like actually giving that team somewhat of a chance where they should have had no chance in that first half.
I agree. I'm telling you, I think the defense has played better than the faith that they've been given. I think that their defense has played well enough that you're in games. You've scored 10 points against Liberty, and that touchdown came in the final minute, and 21 points against San Jose State. 31 in the last two games. We'll ask Bob, where do you go? Where do you go now? Because here comes Colorado State, and it's not getting a whole lot easier after this, because then you're getting into the meat of it. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. All right, we haven't talked about the baseball yet. Yankees and Astros are rolling, as you figured they might roll. The National League games are interesting. The National League series are interesting. The Cardinals and Braves yesterday. Wainwright gave the Cardinals an incredible outing. They turned it over to that bullpen. So aside from the Yankees, whose bullpen do you trust in the postseason?
Can we throw a dart and see where it lands?
I mean, right? So the Yankees bullpen is really good. Aside from that, the Braves bullpen completely blew it yesterday. The Nationals have been just finding a starter who might be able to give you a few innings every time. They've used Strasburg, they've used Scherzer, they used Patrick Corbin yesterday. And the Dodgers, they couldn't hit Anibal Sanchez, as you were saying. But you were watching that pitch count just elevate. It was like 30 after the first inning. So you figure, okay, fourth, fifth inning, the Dodgers are going to get into that bullpen. So who's that bullpen going to be? The bullpen ended up being Patrick Corbin, the starter, and they put up seven in the sixth inning to turn that whole series around and shut that place up. And tonight they'll send Buehler to the mound, Walker Buehler, to try to close this thing out for L.A. If there's a Game 5, it'll be back in Los Angeles. But the Nationals have that lead. And Dodger fans are puckering. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. Well, you look at what Strasburg did on Friday night, and the Dodgers as a team end up striking out 17 times in that game. Anibal Sanchez is on the mound. He strikes out 9 in 5 innings. And to your point, that's when you're going, uh-oh.
Yeah.
You can not be doing this against Anibal Sanchez,
throwing
the opposing pitcher. But Corbin comes in, and then that ignites him. That was a series decided right there. Like, Dodgers are going to go out there, going to win game tonight, close that series. And I feel the same way about the Braves. And I think that can go 5. But what a moment for them in the 9th inning, and Dansby Swanson coming up with the huge hit to just devastate the Cardinals at the end. So I think the Dodgers' biggest sigh of relief, because if you're coming off a game in which you're swinging and missing, and then Sanchez is shutting you down, that pressure is going to weigh heavy on a team that everyone's saying, yeah, you should be back in the World Series once again this season.
Yeah, they should, is what everybody's telling them. Bob Davey at 8:15 instead of 8 o'clock. Just a programming note for you.
Yeah, we can't be sliding back.
Yeah, we actually can. Actually, we can. There's been a couple of series, like the wild card game turned on a dime, right? When you were the Nationals and the Brewers, it was the Brewers were leading that whole game, and then boom, and the ball gets past the right fielder, and it turned on a dime. That's what happened yesterday in L.A. And it's what happened. I flipped away from the Braves game. There was football on, and I flipped away. I forgot to go back to it.
Oh, no.
And then I saw later, wait, what? And then I saw the highlights of it. No, I absolutely did. I flipped away and went back to the football, and I forgot about that. These games are turning on a dime. And just boom. And that's what you're getting. And that's what postseason baseball is. And that's why every single one of these pitches are scrutinized, right? You got Ernie Johnson calling Jeff Francoeur Frenchie all the time. Hey, Frenchie, what do you think, Frenchie? What do you think, Frenchie?
So here's a wacky baseball stat for you, if you saw this one in regards to Alex Bregman, another postseason home run. So Alex Bregman, October 5th, 2017, hit a go-ahead home run against Boston, ALDS Game 1.
Okay.
October 5th, 2018, go-ahead home run versus Cleveland.
Really?
ALDS Game 1. October 5th, 2019, go-ahead home run versus Tampa Bay. Wow. ALDS Game 2.
That is wacky. Yeah, that's nuts. Did you see his post-game? He was asked about pressure situations, and he said when he was 13 years old, there was a man named Ray Birmingham who basically told him, you want to commit, and he gave a shout-out to Ray during the post-game. That was kind of cool. Kind of cool. All right, 8:15 is when we'll have the conversation with Bob Davie. Lobos are home on Friday night. What time's that game Friday?
6 o'clock kickoff.
Well, that's better than that 8 o'clock. I like that.
Yeah, true.
All right. Bob Davie, when we come back at 8:15, we'll talk to you, get a little more into the baseball, go through the NFL more too. Need to talk about United, letting a couple points slip away on Saturday night.
20.
It's the opening drive.
What a break they caught. What a break.
On 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 10,000 homeowners improved their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
There were some painful hits in the NFL yesterday. Mason Rudolph certainly getting knocked out by Earl Thomas and getting sent to the hospital and being concussed. You see Dawson Knox, the tight end of the Bills, try to jump over a DB?
Uh-oh.
Did you see what happened?
No, but I can imagine.
He got squarely and cleanly hit. Well, I mean, where's your...
The midsection?
What's right in the strike zone for a man standing up making a tackle when you try to jump over him? You're junk.
Yeah. Oh man. They got to stop doing that.
I mean,
those are things.
Tight ends are doing it's
they're starting to get dangerous, man. People are aware of it now. You know, they're going to catch you.
But it's the trend with tight ends. It's not receivers. It's not running. It's tight ends that seem to be doing this the most, right?
Athletes. You're out in open field. You think you can get them? Boom, do it.
Boom. All right. Well,
like, highlights. I'm going to make the highlights. Watch me.
Mm-hmm.
Consequences are you might get junked.
The risk you take.
Yep. Opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser. Josh is producing over on the ProView Networks. We're simulcast, as you well know, on the visual medium ProView Networks. You can watch it on Comcast Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. You can go to our website, the OD in the AM, and click on and watch there. You can go to ProViewNetworks.com or any of their social media, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and watch the show there. And I don't know if it's enjoyable to you or not, but it's a visual medium for you. You can see JJ's fresh dew as he gets ready to debut on Channel 7 today. Right. JJ on the 4 o'clock news today, Channel 7. He's all.
Are we going live on that one?
I mean, are we going live?
No, I mean, JJ, he'll be on there live, right? He's not going to, tape it.
Yeah. Yeah, that means he can't screw up. There's no reset.
Pressure.
3, 2, 1.
No. Just don't get mesmerized by the red light. By the red light. Follow the red light. Go.
I got to set my alarm and watch. Omar says, as you know, Jeff, it's easy for folks to expect miracles from Coach Jones, NFL's most complete franchise. But when you're coming off a tough physical road, here we go, tough physical road against Sunday night, and you have to play a quality club who had their feet up on the couch recovering, Green Bay's extra 3 days to prepare was just too much to overcome. Expect things to get back on track.
Too much.
With a blowout win over the Jets this weekend. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I think what you see is what you get here. We've got some work to do to be where we want to go this year. The good thing about this thing is that there's 16 games right now, and there's 16 games, and we're through just a little past the quarter up. We can get it together and get better. We're going to have to get better.
Really. So
there's the words.
They're good against the Dolphins.
That was groundbreaking sound from Jerry Jones.
Yes,
There's 16 games in the season. We've played, 4? and we have to get better. Oh, okay.
Hoser, can you find me the Rams owner after their loss the other day? Or can you get me Bob Kraft's soundbite after they won yesterday? Oh, wait, you can't? Can you name me one other owner that they flock to after every damn game? Is there one?
I'm surprised Dan Snyder's not one of those.
Well, he will be today because he fired his coach. But he's not after every game.
That is true, yeah.
And you guys decide if that's good or bad. I'm not making a commentary necessarily on it. But is there another owner in sport after every game that they flock to?
Nope.
There's not another owner that does a radio spot either. It's just what Jerry Jones does. I don't think that has any effect on them not beating the Packers.
Oh, I'm not correlating those two at all. No.
He's a superstar owner.
You guys love your team, and you should.
Hall of Fame owner.
Let's be very clear. They've beaten the Dolphins. What are they, 3-2 or 4-2?
Dolphins?
No, the Cowboys record.
Cowboys are 3-2 now.
They've beaten the Dolphins, the Giants, and the Redskins. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And they've lost to the Saints and the Packers. Pretty much beaten 3 horrible teams.
Back to reality.
I mean, has reality hit you yet? And Dak looked great against those teams, and you guys wanted to pay him $1 million, zillion, trillion dollars.
Now we're getting discounts.
And now they played a couple of football clubs. And, oh, wait a minute. What happened? You mean reality hit? We don't get to play the Jets every week? We don't. Oh, next week we get to play the Jets. We don't get to play the Dolphins every week?
Nope.
Oh, the Giants and Eli Manning, we don't only twice? Haven't even played the Redskins yet. There's some wins for you. You guys were telling me, oh, wait, we're going to be undefeated until we have to play who is it in Week 10?
Oh,
Rams?
the Patriots?
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Because you ain't.
Because you ain't.
Whoa, what?
Because you
yeah,
ain't.
it's not as bad as it seemed. I mean, they can still. They
They
can turn this
16
around.
games in a season.
Yeah, there's
so.
6. So
that's true. Yeah. But we have to get better. We got to get better, man. You know,
we got to get better. Really? Like no.
You know, the frustrating part is with, I know there was injuries on the offensive line, but just Prescott's the throws. I don't know if he was just getting too relaxed from those first 3 games, and it's like, eesh.
Hey, if Dallas is done with them, I'll gladly take him if you want to.
That's fine. Joe Flacco won yesterday, and Dak Prescott didn't. Joe Flacco won on the road. Dak Prescott lost.
No, I'm not done with him. I'm just like, he's our guy. But I mean, you're gonna have those games like that,
Okay.
Unless you're.
You only seem to have. Well, you're a superstar against the Redskins and the Dolphins. All right, so here's what you got. You got the Jets. Then it's home for the Eagles.
Yeah.
Go play the Giants. Home for the Vikings. The Lions look pretty good.
Oh yeah.
The Patriots, the Bills, the Bears, the Rams, the Eagles.
Tough game. Find out about him.
I'm just saying.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. I just you
Rudy
needed to calm it down a little bit. All right, we're gonna hear Bob Davey coming up at 8:15. Rudy, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline.
Good morning. What a weekend, huh?
A crazy one. Yeah, that's the truth.
Just when you thought University of Michigan's football team was just going to go down to Iowa, what a defensive performance when you think about that. They lost 4 guys off that team that are all playing in the pros right now. Rashad Gary, Winovich, Devin Bush, and David Long. All signed pro contracts, and they did that to fourth-year senior quarterback from Iowa who had not thrown an interception in 147 straight throws. Threw 3 Saturday?
Yep.
Yeah, and how many yards rushing did Iowa have?
I don't remember.
11.
11?
11 yards rushing.
You almost count that on 2 hands. Almost.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's college football, and can UNM turn this around? Yeah, but you're not going to beat anybody turning the ball over like that. I don't know why it starts, and my only fear is sometimes if that's not addressed the way Coach Davey did it, then it becomes a pattern. And hopefully that pattern gets broken this weekend. Colorado State's a beatable team.
Yep.
If UNM comes out and plays the kind of football, mistake-free, that they played, they can win.
Yep.
But you're not going to beat anybody turning the ball over 6 times. It's just not going to happen. And I love Sharon, and I love his attitude, and I love his fire, but he needs to learn when to fire and when to calm. And at Tabak, I think what's really caught up to him is You know, you don't do all those practices and you don't get all that preparation and you have nowhere to go when they shut down the things that you can do and force you into situations that you're not good at. And that's what I see going on with Tabaka. And so I thought that was a good move to take him out of the game. I want to see him play and I want to see him perform, but you can't accept that either, you know. It all comes down to mistakes, and football is a game of mistakes. All sports are. You know, golf's a game of mistakes, right, Jeff?
It always is.
The fewer mistakes you make, the better you play.
Yeah, everything's that way. Life is.
Yeah, and my final thought is a good friend of mine, 47 years old, passed away unexpectedly. And the last time we talked was right after the Liberty game. And he is the most optimistic person I ever met. And he's like, that's okay, the Lobos are going bowling this year. So, Michael Archuleta, man, rest in peace, buddy.
All right, Rudy.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. Take care of you.
Okay.
See you. All right, we're going to talk with Bob Davie when we come back. Get back to your phone calls after that. Lobo football coach Bob Davie due when we return on the opening drive at 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Channel.
Sports Animal time is now 8:09, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Panera Bread. And let me just give you an update. It looks like the westbound I-40 is now, from an earlier crash, we have investigators on the right shoulder so just be careful driving through there. Make sure to slow down. We also have a disabled vehicle, southbound course, just north of Quail, and another disabled vehicle, eastbound Paseo, just south of 2nd Street, I believe. So be careful going through those areas. At Panera, get breakfast that's fast, not fast food. Try a new Chipotle chicken, scrambled egg, and avocado breakfast wrap, and pair it with a premium, freshly ground, freshly brewed coffee, all ready to go with a push of a button. Panera, food as it should be. And if you see an accident, make sure to give us a call on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
4K a Day is back. Your chance to win big just by listening to us. Listen weekdays for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the keyword to 95819 and you could win $1,000. What can you do with the money? Anything you want. Message and data rates may apply. 4K a Day, sponsored locally by Fiesta Kia. A huge selection and a doggone great deal. Get ready to win on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
If you're planning to vote in the 2019 local election and haven't registered to vote or need to update your voter information, visit SandovalCountyNM.gov. The deadline for voter registration by mail and online is Tuesday, October 8th. Remember, your vote is your voice.
Wouldn't it be great if there was a product that protects your home from break-ins, high energy bills, and improves your sleep? Well, there is. Scott Stigler here. Crime in Albuquerque is a big problem. Let my friend Andy Pomeroy at Windsor Door Sales install rolling shutters, a major obstacle to prevent thieves trying to get into your home. They also block out the hot sun and make the bedroom darker at night, improving your sleep. A win-win-win. Windsor Door Sales, trusted in New Mexico since 1970. Call 345-6604 or go to windsordoorsales.com.
Do you love football? Then get with the program and get down to Hooters to catch the game, crazy good wings, ice cold beer, and the best fans on the planet. You love wings. You love ice cold beer. And who doesn't love the world famous Hooters girls? All the games, all season. Hooters.
Catch all the games at Hooters and enjoy great specials like a draft beer and 10 boneless wings for only $10. Served up by the world famous Hooters girls.
Navigating the Balloon Fiesta just got easier. Download the free mobile app for event notifications, daily schedules, and more. Search for Balloon Fiesta in your app store for the mobile app sponsored by Visit Albuquerque. The 48th Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta presented by Canon.
Richardson & Richardson Construction knows New Mexico, and they understand what it takes to build or renovate commercial and industrial structures. They're also Butler builders, using the industry-leading products and efficiencies of Butler Manufacturing. Look around the state and you'll see Butler steel buildings we've built at wind farms, manufacturing facilities, municipal facilities, and warehouses. When you're ready to build, call Richardson & Richardson Construction at 881-2268 or visit them online at www.headachefreeconstruction.com.
The Isley Brothers, You Make Me Want to Shout 60th Anniversary Tour.
Saturday, October 12th, the all-new Isleta Casino Showroom. Reserve seats on sale now at the Isleta Casino box office or isleta.com.
It's the Dine and Glow dinner at the Albuquerque Balloon Museum. Enjoy museum elegance, a VIP dinner, and experience the Balloon Fiesta glow and fireworks from the museum balcony. Limited space. Purchase your tickets online at balloonmuseum.com or call 880-0500.
If you've been injured because someone else was texting or not paying attention, you need a lawyer. I'm Ron Bell. You know me. You know we can help. Injured? Call 898-BELL today.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Albuquerque's Lobo Station, 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
Talk a little baseball coming up at 9 o'clock. Ray Birmingham's going to be with us, a local baseball coach who knows very well a couple of these young men who are playing well in the postseason. Of course, Alex Bregman of the Astros gave him a shout-out. Mitch Garver of the Twins, who has had just a turnaround season to establish himself as a borderline star in Major League Baseball. How would you quantify Mitch Garver?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, he's really taken that next
will
step.
wow you when you look at the season he had, especially at the catcher position. His offensive numbers were fantastic.
Yeah, I think they were great. And so we'll have that conversation with Ray Birmingham coming up at the top of the hour. We're waiting Bob Davie. I know they got some meetings this morning and pushed back from 8 o'clock until right about now. So efforting Bob Davie, we'll talk some Lobo football. Lobo's on the road on Friday past. 32-21, they lose to San Jose State on the road at Sefcu. Is that what they call it? Credit Union Stadium? Sefcu? S-E-F-C-U Stadium up there. Josh Love threw for 405 yards and a couple of touchdowns. They mix it up with Nick Nash coming in and running. He ran ran 9 times for 29 yards. Also threw the ball 3 times. I thought the Lobo D up. You got 2 chunk plays. Do
you want that caller?
They got that thing going.
Joe.
All right, Joe. While we await Bob Davie, go ahead. We'll take Joe's call. Joe, Joe, he's calling in right now. Make it real quick.
Okay, hey man, I was just saying that we need to focus on things that we're good at. If we're so great at baseball, let's have fun with baseball. The football's never going to be great here. It is what it is. Embrace that. Talking to the coach about strategy and stuff doesn't change anything. The good players aren't ever going to come here. So let's be cool with that and stop. Thinking that he has a secret elixir, or we're going to freaking draft someone who's amazing. It's never going to happen. So let's be cool with that. And just let's market it different, other than the game. Kind of like the LA Kiss. Let's have fun with it. Let's bring some entertainment to the game. Give me a reason to go to the game other than the game.
Got it, Joe. I appreciate it, and I'm going to move. It's an interesting talking point, I imagine. All right, conversation with Coach is brought to you by the Fogel Law Firm. If you've been hurt at work, trust a local lawyer who specializes in workman's comp. Get you all the money you need and deserve at FOGELlawfirm.com. Friday night, Colorado State will be in Dream Style Stadium, 6 o'clock start. Lobos trying to bounce back from a 32-21 loss in San Jose. Bob Davie's the head football coach. Good morning, Bob.
Hey, Jeff.
Feel any better when you look at it? 6 turnovers, 9 penalties. Obviously, the first just a look on your face going in, and it was a tough one to sit around and watch, obviously.
It was disappointing, wasn't effort. It was execution of play in the game. We, for the second week in a row, we had a short field right off the bat on the first drive. At Liberty, they went for it on 4th and 1. Then we threw the interception, didn't get any points. And then Friday night, we get the sack, the fumble. Aaron Austin made a heck of a play. Then we missed the short field goal. And all you have to do is look at the first half. We went missed field goal, 3 and out, interception, fumble, interception. Sharon comes in. We get a little bit of a spark going. We had 13 plays in the first quarter, and they're a talented offense, as we knew. Their quarterback and their receivers are very, very talented. We played hard. We really did. I thought we played hard defensively, but we gave up big plays. Again, we it's our Achilles heel in that our corners with their youth and a little bit of lack of size, we gave up some big plays. Had a couple young guys in there on a couple plays, and they got us. But bottom line, disappointing. I mean, we actually fumbled the ball 6 times in the game, and 2 of them were turnovers. One was a fumble on the -4, which gave them points from the 4-yard line, and then we had another turnover on the +11 going in that took away points from us. And then, of course, the 4 interceptions.
I thought aside from the 2 chunk plays, and it's easy to take 2 things out, but I thought your defense played well enough to win.
Yeah, again, no excuses. I talked to our players yesterday again about, there's a whole other level of accountability when you play Division I football. The reality is we've got some young guys, and I hate to say that, but we do. Latavian Beaton, a junior college safety who did not have spring football practice, froze, and they threw a wheel route to the back down the sideline early in the game that was a backbreaker. Then we had Tony Collier in, a junior college corner, brought him in the first play we brought him in. And he had not had spring ball, and they ran a deep post for 80 yards, to number 84. No excuses. There's just another level of accountability because at this level, you're going against the very best coaches who are going to exploit you from an X and O standpoint, and then you're going against talent. So we've got young guys that have to grow up, but to turn the ball over like we turned the ball over is inexcusable. I thought Sharon came in and played with unbelievable heart. Yeah. He really did. But Sharon's going to throw interceptions based on past performance, and he did it again in this game. So that's the dilemma we're in. Is Tavaka we hoped would give us, some consistency. He struggled in the first half. We put Sharon in. Sharon played with great heart, as I mentioned. I mean, the quarterback runs. He's laying it out there. The one touchdown he dove from about 3 yards out, but then he throws the interceptions. So it's it's a concerning time right now, without any question. But I have been pleased with how we've responded the last couple of days.
Well, Bob, with Tavaka and Sharon, how do they go about eliminating those mistakes, whether it's practice film moving forward, so you can get some confidence in that position? Yeah, we've been, again, 2 weeks ago, we feel like we're on the verge of our offense really becoming a consistent offense and hitting the next level. We played Liberty, Liberty's a good defensive team. They really are. I think they showed that in Las Cruces again Saturday night. But San Jose kind of hit us without expectation. We really thought we would play better, and it's all those things. That's been our whole conversation. Starting with me, from an accountability standpoint. I mean, we have to obviously practice better. We have to prepare better. But the bottom line, we have to play better. And there's some things that you take and you understand and you're patient with. But when it comes to putting the ball on the ground that many times, I mean, that was embarrassing. And then we did have the penalties. We had particularly the roughing the passer penalty we had, and we had a blocked punt, and we had a snap on the ground on a punt. We did block two. We blocked an extra point and a field goal. Again, man, there was effort. There was effort there, and I think it's correctable. Tavaka going to start Friday, or is it going to be a competition this week?
I think we'll see. That's I wish I wasn't in that conversation, or you didn't have to ask that question. And it's definitely a fair question. I don't know. Right now we're working both guys.
Is Trey Hall in the mix?
Not right now. I think he could be, but I don't really want to get a third one in the mix. You know, I still think we all see the upside of Tavaka. You know, I don't want him to tank it, and I don't want us to tank it when it comes to him. He you know, again, it wasn't just him early in the game, but he looked a little lethargic to me, you know, particularly when you saw how Sharon went in there and just let it rip. But as I mentioned, Sharon's been kind of a mistake guy, so it's not the ideal situation. I'm not going to sit here and say it is, but we have two guys. They're still healthy. You know, we have a third guy with Trey Hall. And I do think we're better than we played Friday night, excuse me.
Bob Davies, a local football coach. Colorado State's in town on Friday night. You know, the way I've looked at it is I saw the upside of and I'm kind of looking at a little bit of just one game, but the upside, Sharon, when he hits the hole, it's a different speed, right? It looks like the way he ran the football, and he threw some good balls. It felt to me like the upside was a little higher, but the floor was a lot lower. And Tavaka, just to your point, lethargic was your word. I think that feels really accurate. And so I guess you got to weigh, you know, which way do we go? Can you coach the mistakes out of a senior?
Yeah, absolutely. You have to keep trying to coach the mistakes out of a senior. That has been the pattern a little bit, and that's not something I'm saying here that we haven't said every minute to Sharon. I mean, you know, we're past the point now. There's no secrets. Also, I do think you know, Tavaka again. You know, we're not giving up on anything or giving up on Tavaka. You know, we're a 2-3 football team. Both those quarterbacks have shown some really good. You know, it's our jobs as coaches to bring the consistency out in them. And to the point JJ made, you know, you don't all of a sudden say, boy, the players didn't play well. You say, we didn't coach well and we didn't play well. So there's no hiding behind, you know, whose responsibility it is. It's our responsibility. You know, we do have some youth in there. You know, we started a true freshman at guard in Cade Briggs. Javon Mosley was injured, didn't play in the game. You know, we've got some injuries, but nobody cares, and certainly we don't care. So it is raising that level of accountability with some guys that have to grow up in a short period of time.
You mentioned after the game, and it's early and there's a lot of football left. You got to keep this together. And I know I'm paraphrasing, but you said something effective. We got to make sure this thing doesn't get out of control, right? Like it did the last few years. How has that gone over the last couple of days that you've had them, the message being sent, and then how do you think the message was received?
Well, I think that's great. You know, from the standpoint of having young guys, it somewhat helps you, you know, because particularly on defense, you look, all those guys are really playing since we lost Aaron Blackwell. Most of those guys are playing for the first time. So it's not like you have older guys that kind of, you know, spit the bit out. You know, these are younger guys that each week they're just trying to scratch and claw and get better. So I'm not concerned about that, really. You know, after the game, I mean, you always, the emotion of the game, and, you know, you look at how it kind of spun out of control a little bit the last couple of years. You know, there's just a tremendous urgency to not let that happen again. And honestly, you know, the point I made yesterday again is, okay, we all watch Colorado State Saturday night. Who can coach better? Who can have their mental toughness stronger between us and Colorado State? You know, they're a 1-5 team. They've probably played a tougher schedule than us, quite honestly. But who can rebound? You know, who can be mentally tough enough to bounce back? Starting with the head coach all the way down to the assistants and to the players, and that's how we're attacking this. You know, it's 1 week and try to beat Colorado State.
Friday night, 6:00 kickoff out at Dreamstyle Stadium, another nationally televised game. Bob, appreciate you spending some time with us. Good luck this week. We'll see you out there.
All right, guys.
See you. Yep. He's Bob Davie, head football coach at the University of New Mexico. Workman's Compensation has its own court, so if you've been hurt at work, you need a lawyer who specializes in workman's comp. That's the Fogel Law Firm. Go to FOGELLawfirm.com. Proud sponsors of the Conversation with the Coach here on the Sports Animal. You can respond when we get back on the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to newmexicohighlands.com today.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
All right, you can respond to what you heard. You can also join 95.9 FM and AM 670 Sports Animal at Hooters on San Mateo Thursday of this week from 3 to 6. That's at Hooters where, Josue?
On San Mateo.
On San Mateo. With its 4th annual Great Paper Football Challenge, it's a chance to win a deluxe drive-away. 2 nights premium lodging, tickets to the Chiefs and Broncos, Thursday Night Football, October 17th. That's next week. And a $250 gift card plus tons of prizes and a good time for all. For full details, you can register, log on to our website, sportsanimалabq.com. The 4th annual Great Paper Football Challenge is brought to you by Bud Light Premium, brewed for the night at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. All right, anything out of there? The quarterback thing's up in the air, huh? I mean, he's got a decision to make, and it's not an easy one. And like he said, I wish I wouldn't have been in this situation to have to answer that question. And we thought we were beyond having to ask that question. But you had to ask that question because what do you do? Do you go with the upside? My gut tells me they're going to go back to Tavaka after hearing that, with him saying we're not giving up on Tavaka. And they've been trying to coach the mistakes out of the season. It sounds like there's a frustration with Sharon's decision-making, and there should be, because it is a pattern. Sharon has shown you great capability at times, and he throws a lot of bad interceptions. Tavaka came out, and Bob's word was lethargic, and I think that's fair. And Josue, I almost asked him about the mental piece of it, with everything that he's gone through and missing all that time. But I just didn't know if it was, is it fair for a coach to get into an assessment of his quarterback's head?
Well, I mean, he knows how he feels. He knows. I mean, he has more interaction with him in practice, so I'm sure they're talking.
But we asked Tavaka that straight up. Was he on last week or the week before? 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
we asked him that straight up. I mean, are you, how are you dealing with everything that you've gone through? Do you feel like your head's straight? And he said, yeah.
Yeah, and then he also mentioned that football was his sanctuary. Like away from that's what helped him. But with that comment with Bob saying that he was lethargic, it's like, okay, well, where's his mind?
Well, he was, by the way. Yeah. Did you watch him?
No, I saw.
I mean, the one quarterback came in with a lot of energy. What would you do?
I think it's going to be Tavaka.
What would you do?
I could absolutely see more of a rotation.
Yeah, I'd start Sharon
in this game.
I'd start Sharon, and put him on a short leash and say, "Look, young man," and tell Tavaka, "We're not giving up on you. You're going to play. We're not giving up on you."
But it's still about results. And
who gave you better results? One guy scored 21 points, the other scored 0.
Yeah, I mean that's why you have a shorter leash, and you could see Sharon coming in quicker because I don't think they're going to want to throw the football.
And how
I go the other
that,
way. I go the other way. I would start Sharon with a shorter leash and then tell him, even if I pull him, be ready. And maybe they each get 2 series.
Be ready to go back in?
Yeah, maybe you get 2 series. Maybe you go Sharon to start and Tavaka that gets 2, and then you ride the hot hand. Yeah. Look, this has been done before. It's not ideal, and it's been done because you've got 2 good quarterbacks. Florida's done it, and they won a national championship, I think, doing that. But it's not ideal.
Yeah, and can you get enough out of either? Because they did this in the 9-4 season, and people freaked out, but it worked.
They did.
You had Austin Apodaca and Lamar Jordan. You do not have that caliber of offensive talent right now or quarterback play, but you have to figure out a way to get yourself by to compete offensively, because that is 3 points and 7 points in the first half of the last 2 games.
It's
and
unacceptable.
It was a touchdown with a minute left.
And you weren't playing Notre Dame, by the way.
So how short are we talking? Like the first bad pass? I mean, you're done?
No,
that's hard for a young man to go out there.
No, you can't have him look over his shoulder. No. It's got to be, look, you're allowed a mistake. But if you're making a couple of dumb mistakes, we can't get down 23-0 again.
Agree. No.
Right? You can't say
Talking about-
we're going to halftime down 23-0 at home to Colorado. You just can't.
Another third down interception, or Tavak Coyote, like
Another
it was
end zone
1 of 5
interception.
passing in the first quarter, or your offense goes 3 and out 2 series in a row and is going nowhere.
Well, has Tavaka thrown 2 interceptions in the end zone in the last 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, you just got to like we're saying, oh, Sharon makes mistakes. Tavaka's thrown interceptions in the end zone the last 2 games, right? I mean, they're both making mistakes. So where I'm sitting, if I asked you who you would go with, you said Tavaka. I'll ask me who I would go with. I would go with Sharon. Now, that doesn't mean I think Sharon's going to play. I'd like Sharon to play the whole game. But for me, you just said, what's the better upside? One guy scored me 21 points. The other guy got nothing.
This game.
Yes. Well, that's what I'm going on.
No,
all right, go a week ago. What did Tavaka do for you a week ago?
Yeah. Same thing.
Now, I'll give Tavaka this. He had 2 good drives at the end of the Liberty game. Right? The last one got in the end zone. The one before that was a good drive that ended when he came up just short. And I thought it was a bad spot on that 4th down scramble, remember? And that probably would have ended up, although you can never say for sure, but probably would have ended up in the end zone too. So Tavaka had 2 good drives for you at the end of the Liberty game. He did. And he earned himself that spot, and he went. And then he came out and looked like he did the beginning of the San Jose State game. I'd go the other way, but that doesn't mean I'm right. It just doesn't. Which way would you go? Who would you start?
I'd probably go back to Tavaka.
You would? Josh, who would you start? Josh is watching Western, man. He doesn't know. Who's Western's quarterback? He's fixing cameras, and I'm asking.
Like he's going to be starting for the Lobos next year.
Do you? No kidding.
And one thing that we can't forget and get caught up in, Brent Hughes started the season.
That's right. And as you said, for a reason.
Over Sharon Jones, who was there. And yes, Tavaka had the family incidents, but if he was that good, he would have still started over Brent Hughes.
Okay. I mean, we can play the if game all we want.
But I think that helps put in
Brent Hughes starting quarterback next year?
As to why we're in this situation again when that guy was the starting quarterback for
Let me just
the
tell you
season
something, JJ. We've had 3 guys who have had the opportunity to take this job by the
knocks.
Cojones.
Yes. Just take it and claim it. Each one of these guys had the opportunity to claim this job as their own, to own it, to perform and be good. And thus far, nobody has. We'll talk baseball at 9 o'clock. Ray Birmingham's going to be with us. We'll talk about, he's got a big golf tournament coming up for Level Baseball, and he knows pretty intimately a couple of these guys who are playing pretty well in the Major League Baseball playoffs. So we'll talk to him about that. Hey, you see IPS's vehicles around town all the time. We all do. IPS, big letters on them. Do you know who they are? It's International Protective Service, and that's the security company I trust to watch my home. I am a big fan, a big supporter of the police. But there just simply aren't enough of them to respond to all the home break-ins, all the alarms that go off around town. And honestly, what good's have an alarm if nobody's going to respond? IPS responds typically within 5 to 7 minutes, often less, with armed, trained security personnel to homes they monitor when their alarms go off. Hundreds of homeowners and business owners in Albuquerque and Santa Fe currently rely on IPS to protect their property. If you've got a vacation coming up, IPS can patrol your home while you're away. They'll move your trash cans to the curb and back, pick up your mail, your newspapers, give your home that lived-in look. Call 897-2420. 897-2420. Go to ipsglobal.com. Those vehicles you see in your neighborhood mean someone on your street refuses to be a victim of property crime. Do not wait until something bad happens. Let IPS secure what's valuable to you. Call them at 897-2420.
Sports Animal Time is now 8:42. Here's your final look at Monday morning's commute. This report is sponsored by Credit Karma. We have an accident eastbound on Paseo just east of the river that is blocking the left and center lanes. And we also have those disabled vehicles, one on southbound course just north of Quail, and the other one on eastbound Paseo just south of 2nd Street. If you see an accident, make sure and call us on the traffic tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. Get your true free credit scores and free credit monitoring from Credit Karma today. Download the Credit Karma app now. Credit Karma, here's to progress. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by CDW, making IT solutions work for you. It's IT orchestration by CDW. CDW, people who get it. Monday night, the NFL had the resources to catch Ben Roethlisberger wearing an Apple Watch on the sidelines. The league fined Big Ben $5,000 for wearing an illegal electronic transmitting device. Yesterday, Roethlisberger's replacement, Mason Rudolph, was knocked out cold by Baltimore's Brandon Carr and Earl Thomas. However, instead of being carted off the field, Rudolph was helped to his feet and carried off with assistance. What happened to the medical cart? It broke down. The NFL claimed Rudolph didn't need a cart and that there was a backup cart on the other sideline. I'm not so sure about that, but I'm sure the NFL needs to self-scout its medical emergency procedures and update its backup contingency plans in such instances. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Sinus pressure, congestion, and a stuffy nose? The worst. But you can get fast relief from Vicks Sinex nasal spray. It works in seconds and lasts for 12 hours. 12 hours! So breathe freely, fast with the Vicks Sinex. Use as directed.
Napa know-how.
This October, it's no trick. A 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil is just $26.99. Plus, get a treat, a $10 Visa gift card. Because the only thing spookier than ghouls and ghosts is engine sludge. That's Mobil 1 5-quart jugs for $26.99 plus $10 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa know-how.
Napa know-how.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Head clogged with sinus pressure, congestion, and a stuffy nose? The worst. But you can get fast relief from Vicks Sinex nasal spray. It works in seconds and lasts for 12 hours. 12 hours! So breathe freely, fast with the Vicks Sinex. Use as directed.
There's a new home for Lobo Talk, and you're listening to it.
Lobo Talk. I'm your host, Robert Portnoy.
Catch the voice of the Lobos, Robert Portnoy, right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal. Every week as he talks with Lobo coaches, players, and more. Lobo Talk, Wednesday nights at 7 o'clock right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Breakfast burritos at Blake's Lotaburger? Freshly cracked eggs, exclusive chili sauces, applewood smoked bacon, and golden hash browns are just some of the ingredients they use. Take a big bite out of your breakfast appetite by starting your morning with the Blake's Lotaburger Breakfast Burrito.
It's Mattress Firm's Save Big Sale. Save up to $400. Plus, get 0% APR for 6 years, 0 down, and 0 due at signing. It's as easy as sign, save, sleep. And get a free adjustable base with any purchase of $6.99. Don't wait. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Call 1-866-780-6220 for credit costs and terms. For new accounts, purchase APR is 29.99%. Subject to credit approval. Valid at participating locations only. /sale.
Now that you can get your favorite Chili's 3 for $10 meals delivered, anywhere can be your own personal Chili's. So?
Hi, welcome to my house.
Welcome to the meat lovers section of my in-laws vegan barbecue. Burgers, finally.
Welcome to my therapist's office, where it's okay to eat your feelings. And quesadillas.
Welcome to Chili's Delivery. Order online at chili's.com/delivery and get all your favorite 3 for $10 meals, like Cajun chicken pasta, delivered right to you wherever you are. At participating restaurants only. 3 for $10 not available via third-party platforms. Delivery fees apply.
Hey, it's Michael Carlisle. By now, you've probably seen commercials from national companies that promote 100% online mortgage loan with no human interaction. Don't fall for it. I suggest you call Ben Lucero at Indigo Mortgage instead. On the surface, an online mortgage loan might sound easy, but applying for a mortgage isn't like buying a new pair of shoes. You're a real person making a real decision on the biggest financial transaction of your life. You gotta ask, is the real person for the 100% online lenders for the benefit of you, the consumer? or for them, the company. Mortgages are very complex and more than just plugging numbers in and locking in a rate. You might have questions, and have a friendly, caring professional is the only way to get the answers you need. You're not a transaction, you're a person. Nobody cares more about your mortgage loan than Ben Lucero and his team at Indigo Mortgage. Call them at 836-5700 or visit them at indigomortgage.net. A local lender who wants what's best for you, 836-5700.
NMLS 188348.
You know, it's October. All the pumpkin stuff all over the place. But for me, October really just means another excuse to eat. That's why I love these sweet deals when food is involved. And this week, it's an Albuquerque landmark, the Owl Cafe. They've been helping keep the spirit of Old Route 66 alive for the past 30-plus years. This Tuesday, you can get a $50 gift certificate to the Owl Cafe for just $25. The family-friendly 50s-style diner atmosphere, award-winning menu, outstanding service, and super fun special events. And they all combine to make the Owl Cafe a regular hangout for locals and a must-do for anybody visiting the Duke City. From famous green chili cheeseburgers, award-winning shakes, healthy salads, and specialty omelets, the Owl Cafe's food is made fresh from scratch with fresh ingredients. So do what I do. Throw on your white t-shirt and black leather jacket.
Washington Redskins fired Jay Gruden this morning. That's your breaking news of the National Football League. Now where do they go? Straight to the top of the draft. Who's the worst team in the NFL? The Dolphins, the Redskins. I don't think the Jets are. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Josh, 246-0610-888-92206. I got a lot of emails. I probably need to get through a few of these. John said maybe the Lobos can beat Bowling Green. I'm not even sure what that means. Maybe. Mike is concerned about Friday, Jeff. If you believe the new weather girl, Friday's supposed to be one of those classic chilly fall, late post-time games OD callers love so much. 6 o'clock. Not that late. Not that late. Lars says Friday could be called the curse of the New Mexico Bowl, Hefe. 2 recent participants desperately trying to stay out of last place in their league, trying to figure out who their quarterbacks are, and 2 coaches fighting for their jobs. Call it what you will. Tellus says, time to have an uncomfortable discussion that you've been avoiding, Jeff. He says, where's a cash-strapped university going to come up with $1 million to buy out Davie? And will OD callers and politicos in Santa Fe just lose their minds with another high-dollar buyout? Okay.
I think the answer to that is you haven't been avoiding it because you don't expect UNM to do that because of just that, the money it would take.
Yeah, I mean, we'll get there when we get there, I imagine. Jack says, OD pool. Jeff, whoever had the Broncos in the pool to get their first win before New Mexico State, winner, chicken dinner. What a mess down south. You know, the mess down south, they outplayed Liberty. If you watched New Mexico State, I mean, I honestly believed the better team on the field was New Mexico State, except for what did we just talk about with the Lobos? Turning the ball over?
Turnovers.
I mean, brutal turnovers in the red zone. Brutal turnovers in the red zone. Brutal turnovers in the red zone. Good morning, Lance.
Tres amigos, Josh, Big Penguin, in the air, flying Jesus. I love the balloon fiesta. They need to hire IPS to guard the Lobo football. I mean, that's just, and there's no identity still. It's like, you know, they could blame it on like not getting players here. We were doing fine when they did just the option, different kind of thing, whatever. But at least we had an identity. They're still searching for identity halfway through the season or whatever. It's just that's just from top to bottom no good. I'm tired of even talking about them anymore.
All right, your Broncos won.
Yeah, hey, did you see the fat kid on the sideline next to the Kansas City coach Reed?
No.
That has to be his son with the big horn-rimmed glasses. You know, it looks the same. He's standing there trying to get a pizza, probably, you know, but imagine he probably gets to be bossy with people, you know. It's like 19 or 20. But hey, JJ.
Dwayne, line 2.
Movie Dumb and Dumber. So we still got a chance. We're only 3 games out of first place, man.
Winning streak, baby. Winning streak.
Yes, sirree. And we're only 4 or 5 games behind the Patriots. So for home field advantage. See how far Flacco threw that ball, 70 yards in the air, 78-yard touchdown pass.
Over the Sandia Mountains.
It was all air. It was all in the air. It just, like you said, over the Sandia Mountains, baby. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I don't know what to think. Hey, this paper football thing, is that the kind where you roll up the little triangle football?
Yep, that's what it is.
Is it really what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, I was good at that.
Yeah, get yourself out to Hooters on San Mateo. Yeah.
Ease it over to the little line right there.
Yeah, register on our website. Get yourself out to Hooters on San Mateo and go hang out with Carlisle.
I like going to Hooters when we have parties there. Yeah, yes,
right.
Yes. They kept trying to put a bouncer up there last time we had a party there, seeing if they could size up to kick me out, and they would just go back and walk the other way. It's like, it ain't worth it. No, we'll just leave him alone.
Yeah.
You know, he'll have to leave eventually.
Let him go.
But hey, too, I'm just sitting there watching the balloon fiesta. This just happened. The guy landed in a North Valley backyard with lowriders in the front.
Nice.
I said, hey, bro, possession's 9/10 of the line. That's my balloon now.
You're me.
But anyway.
Let me get one more in, Lance.
You guys have a good day.
See ya. Where'd you land? I don't know. Dwayne, good morning. How you doing?
Hello?
Hello, Dwayne.
How are you, Jeff?
Excellent, Dwayne. How are you?
Oh, it's been a while, but anyways, that Packer win, that was huge to me.
Well,
that's beat
good.
them. But,
it's good for everybody to beat the Cowboys, and especially when
but I have a lot of friends that don't like me anymore.
That's all right. I do too.
Okay. Anyways, how you doing? It's been a long time, like I said. But anyways, I'll give it short. So what's going on with the what's it called?
Quickly, Dwayne, we're running out of time. We're at the top of the hour.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's going on with the Fiesta Bowl?
The Fiesta Bowl is going to be played, and I'll answer you off air. Good to hear you, Dwayne. They're going to play, I think, are they a college? Their playoff game this year, right? Fiesta Bowl is a playoff game.
Moving on.
They're going to be one of the semifinals in the college football playoff this year. Ray Birmingham when we get back. You want to talk a little baseball?
Let's do it.
Bring some levity back to this whole thing?
Oh, yeah.
We're going to turn to Ray for levity. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or DreamstyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family.
All right, back to full slate of baseball today. It's the opening drive. Jeff Siembieda, JJ Buck, Hoser, and Josh is producing for you over on the ProView Networks. As you know, we are now simulcast. You can watch the program. Comcast Channel 26 throughout the state of New Mexico. You can go to our Facebook page, the OD and the AM, or you can watch it on ProViewNetworks.com or any of their social media outlets as well on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Baseball back for you today. Yankees and Astros are both up 2-0 in their series in the American League. Dodgers and Braves will try to close things out in the National League today. Braves scored 3 runs in the 9th to come back and beat the Cardinals yesterday in St. Louis. Dodgers put 7 on the board in the 6th inning to open that thing up and keep all those Dodger fans from having their little baseball heart attacks. And let's talk a little baseball and catch up with a guy who knows baseball and knows some of these guys who are playing oh so well in the big leagues and in the playoffs this year. He's the head baseball coach at the University of New Mexico. Ray Birmingham joins us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Happy Monday, Ray. How you living?
Great. Fantastic. Hey, Jeff, first of all, congratulations on the sponsorship of your bowl game. That's huge because that bowl game and that televised bowl game is big for the state of New Mexico.
I appreciate that, Ray, and thank you for all your help and everything you guys have done. It means a lot. All right, it was really cool. After, I want to say game 2, Alex hit the home run to give him a 1-0 lead. Alex Bregman did, and then after the game, here's a guy who's going to be, if not the MVP, in the top 3 in voting for the American League MVP, and I know I'm paraphrasing, but they asked, how are you so clutch in key moments? And he said, when I was 13 years old, a man named Ray Birmingham pulled me aside and told me, if I commit, I could be good. And I know you heard that, and I know you're not going to sit here and take credit, but it's kind of cool when you see a guy you know that well and you've known for that long and you've had a big influence on, have the effect and play the way he's playing in the big leagues. He's a superstar.
He is. He comes from a New Mexico family, and we have so much pride about him and his family and that. And, he and Mitch are, and so was Jordan Pacheco, and so were all our guys to Swihart, and I just go on down the list. They're proud to be New Mexicans, man, and we all need to rally around that.
Yeah, I think that's right. How about the year Mitch has had? JJ and I were just talking about it, and he plays in Minnesota, so people don't watch the Twins as much as you see the Yankees and even the Astros. But he's played himself to borderline star status in Major League Baseball. The year he had this year was insane.
It is, and they both, they come over here and work out sometimes with us and in the batting cages and stuff, and use our facility to see how they work. And sometimes I look out there and I went, wow, it's there's 5 or 6 New Mexico professional baseball players just chatting it up like they did when they were 12. and we take a lot of pride in those guys, and they believe, and they're so proud to be New Mexicans, and they shout it out all the time. And I think we should make that contagious for us in the state of New Mexico and take pride in this university. I mean, it's not my baseball team. It's not Paul Weir's basketball team. It's University of New Mexico's. It's ours, and we all should get involved in everything around this college because it could be a big heartbeat for this state.
Totally agree. Ray Birmingham's global baseball coach with us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline.
Ray, I want you to take us inside the mindset of a manager, especially when it comes to managing a pitching staff. You can have the best laid plans. We see it with the Nationals having to revert to a starter out of the bullpen to get by, and then all of a sudden a big inning blows up, and then you got to respond.
Well, we don't know the insides of all those things that go on, and so we stand on the outside and pass judgment, and it's very, very hard because it's not just baseball, it's people. It's what's going on in their head, what's their injuries. You're trying to keep it quiet. You're trying to do this. You're trying to keep the outside from affecting the inside because your decisions are made on people's personalities, people's ability, how do you help the team. There's a lot more in there than people realize.
Ray, when did you know, I'm going to ask you both, Alex and Mitch, that they were special? And I know you've had a bunch of others, but specifically these two guys who are still playing. And you've known the Bregman family since Alex was little and for a long time. And one of the things I really, really admire is he wasn't a Lobo. He had an opportunity to go play at LSU, and nobody will ever begrudge him that. But you've always claimed him as a New Mexican and one of yours and shown incredible love, and he's shown love back. When did you know those two guys had a chance to do something like they're doing?
There's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of them that I've watched, and I think they've got a chance. But the thing that I know as an old coach is that mental side has to match up. And Mitch's grinding, calm, intelligent work ethic, which he gets from his parents, as Alex gets from his parents, is that it's not an emotional roller coaster. It's calm. It's a positive, grind it out. Let's go get them. I can do this. Never doubting it mentality. And the mental leads the physical, and they both had it at an early age. And I thought by the time they were in high school, senior year or freshman year, I thought they'd make it.
Does that help recruiting? When now that you've got these two guys in the big leagues, and you say, hey, that guy's from New Mexico. That guy played at the University of New Mexico. This guy did. Not just these two now, but the amount of players that this program has put into professional in the big leagues. It's got to help when you go out and recruit, doesn't it?
Well, actually, I missed a shout-out because after they won it, I went straight to sleep.
Yeah.
Big morning the next morning for practice, so I woke up to about 100 text messages, and they were from all around the country. Go Lobos, so yeah, it helped.
Yeah, it does. All right, you got a big fundraiser going on, and this is something that Lobo Baseball does every single year, and it's a big one, and it's this week. The Lobo Baseball Golf Tournament. It's a fundraiser. It's out at Santa Ana Golf Club, and it's coming out on Friday of this week. I don't even know. Do you still have room left? Can people still get involved in this?
Yeah, they better hurry. Jordan's going to be there, and Justin Howard, who played way back, led the country in hitting, is going to be there. A lot of alums are going to be there. It's a baseball community, and our players, we've got a whole bunch of new players, and they're good-looking kids, and boy, it's exciting what's going on. And they're going to be on the tee boxes thanking you for helping them. And it's going to be a family atmosphere, a team atmosphere, and we want everybody there. We'll feed you early. We'll feed you late. We'll have some auction items for time with Mitch Garver and time with Alex and time with Jordan, and just to help, because this athletic department will make greatness only if we raise money. That's how it gets better. That's how things start happening, and everybody chips in and does it, which is beautiful. People have been so awesome, this baseball team. I can't begin to thank all of them.
How do people get involved? Is it on golobos.com? Where is it?
It is. It's on the page. And Paige Blanker, who runs Mary Mays, has been awesome. She has been a superstar in helping us organize this. And Scotty Gates, and I can just go on down the line. Billy Piskorski helped me start this a long time ago. A lot of New Mexico people love baseball, love our kids, love involved with them, and they chip in and help me organize this thing. I have a trap shoot the next weekend, too, over at Albuquerque Trap Club to raise money and get people involved with our university.
All right, all that's on golobos.com on the baseball page. It's $175 a player, and they are taking singles. If you got a team, what is it, $500 I think is what it is.
Yep.
It's on Friday morning, so it's going to be a 9 o'clock shotgun, and they'll feed you beforehand, and breakfast at 8 o'clock. Shotgun will start right there at 9 o'clock. You get fed before and after. There's great auction items and whole prizes. JJ, one of the things that I really enjoy, and Ray, I don't know if I've ever told you this, at the events that they do, he makes sure that the student athletes are out and shaking the hands and meeting the people who support. So the dinner that you guys do every January, where you have the young men, he takes about 10 minutes after the speakers. He brings the players in, and they just go through and they shake hands with the people. And I've watched that over the years, Ray. I think it has a huge effect on obviously your student athletes, but I think the people who support it get to put a face or shake hand, and then, as they go through the season, I met that young man, or I sat with his parents. And I think the interaction that you encourage, certainly not force, but have the student athletes have, I think has gone a long way.
Well, that's why we do it. And we do it because we know education is really important. And we know that being involved in athletics provides you with a work ethic and the discipline that you need. And all these young men are products of that. And our community gets better because of that. And we also win. So it all goes hand in hand.
All right. Does Alex win the MVP, or you think it's going to be Mike Trout?
it better not be Mike Trout. It better be Alex Bregman, or I'm driving somewhere to talk to somebody, because that's just a no-brainer, and there's not an argument about it.
It's good to hear you. Hey, go to golobos.com, click on the baseball page. Go out and have a good time on Friday afternoon. Get in a round of golf with people you like. You're going to have a good time, and you're going to support Lobo Baseball. All the info is on golobos.com on the baseball page. Ray, good to talk baseball with you. It's always good to catch up. Thanks for the time.
Jeff, you're the best. Thanks for all you do, buddy.
I think JJ's the best, to be honest with you. But
Hoser's pretty good, too.
See you soon. Best of luck with the golf tournament.
Later.
See you. Ray Birmingham. He's a baseball coach at the University of New Mexico.
No, it's Josh.
Hey, I'll take it. That was nice. Pleasant surprise.
Glad you're with us at 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
4K a Day is back. Your chance to win big just by listening to us. Listen weekdays for the national keyword at 8 a.m., 11 a.m., 2 p.m., and 4 p.m. When you hear it, text the keyword to 95819 and you could win $1,000. What can you do with the money? Anything you want. Message and data rates may apply. 4K a Day, sponsored locally by Fiesta Kia. A huge selection and a doggone great deal. Get ready to win on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Do you love football? Then get with the program and get down to Hooters to catch the game, crazy good wings, ice cold beer, and the best fans on the planet. You love wings. You love ice cold beer. And who doesn't love the world famous Hooters girls? All the games, all season. Hooters.
Catch all the games at Hooters and enjoy great specials like a draft beer and 10 boneless wings for only $10. Served up by the world famous Hooters girls.
You've been hurt at work and you're having a tough time recovering. Did you know medical marijuana might be an option? In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. That's Fogel Law Firm. They'll work with your insurance company to get you what you're entitled to under the law. Personal injury lawyers don't have expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts for a free consultation at the Fogel Law Firm, 255-9092 or FOGEL lawfirm.com.
Leonard Tire and Automotive has helped with Cooper Tires, installation, repairs. You should really think about trusting your tire and automotive repair jobs with them. Leonard Tire Automotive been a family-run business. One of the things I like about them, there's never been a hassle with them ever. Leonard Tire and Automotive is also car care. Change your oil almost quick as the quick stops can. They do engine repair, tune-ups, just about anything you need done on your vehicle. Stop by and see old Travis or Don Leonard today at Leonard Tire and Automotive. They're good folks, they really are. Second in Lomas, so Eubank and Manal. Wouldn't
it be great if there was a product that protects your home from break-ins, high energy bills, and improves your sleep? Well, there is. Scott Stigler here. Crime in Albuquerque is a big problem. Let my friend Andy Pomeroy at Windsor Door Sales install rolling shutters, a major obstacle to prevent thieves trying to get into your home. They also block out the hot sun and make the bedroom darker at night, improving your sleep. A win-win-win. Windsor Door Sales, trusted in New Mexico since 1970. Call 345-6604 or go to windsordoorsales.com.
Hi, this is Ava from Monroe's. I'm here with my grandpa on a hot air balloon over Albuquerque. I can see both Monroe's from here. They're both pretty crowded. My grandpa's about to jump off the hot air balloon. Wait, what? Hold on. No, Grandpa, don't jump.
It's busy down there. I gotta get to Monroe's. Airborne!
No, Grandpa! Good thing he had his parachute. You all could drop in too. On Lomas at 16.
Or on Osuna between San Pedro and San Mateo.
Roto-Rooter jingle, take one.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take two.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
Take 17.
Call Roto-Rooter.
That's the name.
And away go troubles
down the drain.
Let's try it like this.
Call Roto-Rooter, that's the name, and away go troubles down the drain. Roto-Rooter.
Call Roto.
I got the Mike Tomlin clip.
It's about people. It's about heritage. At Kirtland Federal Credit Union, your loan is funded locally, right here in Albuquerque, and you'll never have to send a single mortgage payment out of state. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, we're more than military. We're for life. Start your journey. Apply today at kirtlandfcu.org.
Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal opportunity lender. Mortgage loans dependent on credit worthiness and other factors. Membership eligibility required. See a representative for details.
Getting anxious about your retirement? Or do you have questions about how to invest your retirement? Tired of not knowing which way the stock market winds will blow? And what that means for your money? It sounds like you need to join Lawrence Castillo for the Safe Money and Income radio program. Lawrence Castillo has worked in the industry for over 39 years and proved himself a reliable source of information in all facets of planning for a secure retirement. Call 844-549-SAFE for your free Safe Money book and join Lawrence Castillo every Sunday at noon for the Safe Money and Income radio show.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
All right, I hope you enjoyed that. It's got to be kind of cool, right? Watching guys. And I know that Alex played at LSU, but I think Alex has made it very, very clear the impact, Alex Bregman, that Ray Birmingham has had on his life, on his professional life, on his baseball life. And it was really cool to see Alex give that shout out to Ray after Game 2 of the American League Division Series 2 nights ago. And Alex comes back for these fundraisers, and Mitch Garver does, and Jordan Pacheco does, and you go down the list, and they've been putting guys in the big leagues. And it's kind of cool to see New Mexico guys having a big impact. Were you going to say something? Oh, I thought you kind of waved at me. All right, 2460610.
I'll give you the thumbs up on that last comment.
888-922-0610. All right, John says, morning, girls. It's certainly refreshing listening to Coach B. He epitomizes a true old-school coach. He's coached fundamentals, developed players, and been able to recruit and keep UNM at a high level. He has sent numerous players to the pros and been a true professional and representative of the baseball program. There's nothing more I'd like to see as a fan of both the coach and the Lobos than to see him take us to Omaha. It must be hard being in Nunez's position to have to figure out how to fix the mess in football. All right, Bob Dibby was with us today, too, and you can get in on the football stuff. I got a bunch of emails on football, JJ.
What are people saying?
No, man.
So Brant says the coach can't win. So Jeff, I was talking to Lobo fans over the weekend. They were telling me, why doesn't Davey let players play and coaches coach instead of always micromanaging? I don't even know what that means. Some of these same folks told me 10 years ago, why doesn't Rocky play football? He looks like a statue on those sidelines. He hasn't moved his arms. Let me just tell you, the arm thing, and I've told you this before, was one of the most stupid criticisms of Rocky Long ever. And by the way, he's still doing the same thing and winning conference championships at San Diego State.
I don't see any micromanaging in the San Jose State game.
I don't either.
You had a offense that was not moving the football, did not put points on the board, quarterback that was struggling once again. And what do you do in those situations?
Yeah, I don't know that I see micromanaging. I don't see that as the issue. Rod says sports radio around the country. Jeff from Fort Collins this morning. What about their callers are complaining about a road game on a short rest against a home team on their normal schedule? And in Nowhere, Nebraska, they're asking, why are we getting a Friday night game with two clubs whose 3 combined wins are against squads with 0 FBS victories? It's a hell of a Friday night national game. Probably. Who you got?
Jerome.
2460610. Hello, Jerome. How you living?
Man, I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
All right. What's going on?
Hey, so we got Birmingham and Weir, New Mexico State University graduates. True, false?
Birmingham or Weir are New Mexico State University graduates?
Correct.
False.
False? What are you talking about, false? That's true.
It is?
They both graduated from New Mexico State University.
Paul got a master's there. I didn't know that Ray did. All right. Okay.
Birmingham did too. I don't know if he got his master's, but anyway, I'm just making a point. Aggie blood runs deep through all of New Mexico. I'm just saying.
All right.
Hey, so it was a tough weekend for football for me. 2 teams, my Dallas Cowboys, my New Mexico State Aggies. It just seems like we shot ourselves in the foot constantly every time we get ready to score some points. We just blow it. But I agree with you, Jeff, that the Aggies were better than Liberty. You just can't have those turnovers in the end zone, the fumbles at the goal line. All that stuff comes back to haunt you. And feels like we're snake bit. Kind of the same thing with the Dallas Cowboys. You know, tip passes for interceptions as you're marching down the field every time on Green Bay. But, hey, it is what it is. You just bounce back, you recover, you know, and you go on for the next game, and hopefully the Aggies get a victory, because no doubt they deserve it. They deserve the victory over the Lobos. They deserve the victory over Liberty. And eventually you get over that hump. You just keep away, and I love Coach Marr, and I hope he sticks around for a long time. I'm on his bandwagon. I think he does really well with what he has, and I think he's only getting better. You just got to get over that hump like we did with the bowl season. So that's what I'm hoping for, and you guys enjoy it. I always enjoy your show. We'll talk to you later.
See you, Jerome. I don't know if they deserved him. I don't know if they deserve victories. I think they outplayed Liberty, but they made mistakes. When you make 3 turnovers in the red zone, I don't know that you deserve them. You can tell me that it was right there for the having, right? You think they deserve the victories?
I think that's a classic. Played well, but
good job, good effort.
Yeah,
I'll even entertain the argument against Liberty. Now, did you deserve to beat New Mexico? You gave up 55 points. I don't know if you deserve to beat anybody when you gave up 55 points. Against Liberty, you gave up 17. You had an interception in the end zone, a fumble at the 10-yard line, and a fumble at the 6. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'll listen to that. But again, you don't deserve to beat anyone when you're putting the ball on the carpet. Josh Adkins has got to know better at this point. Oh, he's just a sophomore, Jeff. They're all young. They're all young. But Josh Adkins in that traffic on that play, 3 minutes to go in a football game, and you're at the 6-yard line ready to go in and tie this thing up? You got to take care of the football, young man. Right?
You do.
You just got to take care of the football. Holy smokes, Gopher. I'm going to get there. Glenn says, replying to Joe, he says, Jeff, I was talking to folks during the game, and they said some of the same things, namely, why can't Lobo football recruit a quarterback? And they weren't talking about Aaron Rodgers. At this point, they'd be happy with a Josh Love caliber player. Yeah. Josh flippin' Love. Is that too much to ask, he says? So I'm going to give you a list of quarterbacks because that was just supplied by Gopher. I think there were some good ones in there. Or at least could have been. I asked you this earlier. Are they all just in every team in this league has had a quarterback in the last 5 years? I mean, you can go from Fales to Cole McDonald to Chapman to everything that Boise State's have, to Marcus Marion, to Amari Rogers, to Fajardo, to all the guys that the Air Force has had a bunch, to the Josh Allen, to I mean, everybody's had one, right?
When you start comparing Air Force, then you got to give
all right,
credit.
Fair enough, but a different, yeah, okay. Have they gotten guys in, just not been able to develop them?
I think develop is a huge part of it, and especially given the fact that while they had a thrower at one point with Austin, have they been trying to develop a quarterback in the ways that have been over the last 2 years? We're actually focusing on the passing game in different reads. And I think when you look at just pure player, Tavaka and Sharon, you see a talented athlete, but where's the development at that position? Hasn't been there.
Yeah, and we just asked Bob, right? I mean, is it a case of trying to coach the errors out of a senior? Because I look at Sharon and I see so much talent. So did Tennessee, by the way.
Yeah.
I honestly believed that was the answer. I did. Here's a guy from Tennessee with this incredible athleticism who throws a pretty decent ball at times, but he makes bad decisions on a regular basis. We're going to go to the phones when we get back. 246-0610. If you're there, please stay there. Got a bunch of emails still coming in. Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. I'm going to ask you this, fellas. If you could feel better, would you do it? Pretty simple question, right? With a very simple answer. Of course you would. The better question is, why would you not? You would, and you can. Just call New Mail. New Mail's helping guys all over the country. Guys who are lacking energy or dealing with hair loss, low T, erectile dysfunction. All these things that are natural when men reach a certain age. Certainly nothing to be ashamed of, fellas. In fact, the only thing to be ashamed of is if you don't do anything about it when you can. All you got to do is call New Mail. 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688. 1688. New Mail offers cutting-edge programs, the latest treatments which are benefiting guys everywhere, guys maybe like you who are done feeling fatigued or dealing with a lack of energy all the time, done dealing with erectile dysfunction. NewMail's number is 505-652-1688. They're right here in Albuquerque. NewMail has a tremendous success rate. If you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, depression, tired of being tired, just want to feel better, NewMail is for you. Call NewMail at 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688 and feel better.
There's a new
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
Carcrafters, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network.
Are you sure we're supposed to be doing this?
Don't worry, I've watched him do it 1,000 times. Come on, what's the worst that can happen?
No! Bad dog!
Hi, welcome to Carcrafters. What happened? Don't worry, we'll make it like it never happened.
Carcrafters! It's like it never happened!
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Folks, there's no other way but to be all in. Either he's Lord of all or he is not Lord at all. And you can experience the real and authentic, true life change that only God can provide to humanity. See, when we truly encounter Jesus and purpose to know him and follow his teachings, hashtag life change will occur.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated.
It's Hollywood on Monday night. Jimmy G.
Hollywood.
Baker Mayfield.
Hollywood. You get to listen to it here on the Sports Animal. That is, it's a good matchup. You got Jimmy good looking.
Talk about all the expectations with these two quarterbacks.
That's right. Quarterbacks. It's quarterbacks. Jess, Packers beat the Cowboys yesterday. Is that right?
They sure did.
He's a Packer fan, right?
He is.
And Brett Favre.
Farva.
Yeah. So you figure you might hear from Jess today?
Yes, he said he saw this coming.
Did he see this coming?
Mm-hmm.
I saw
Weeks
it coming
ago,
too, by the way. I did too. Hello, Jesserson.
How about them Cowboys?
How about the Cowboys?
Oh,
stop it.
them boys. Until Aaron Rodgers retires, they might as well just give this game up. Especially when they play in Dallas. It's so beautiful, and the best part is every year I have friends that fly out to Dallas, pay it's ridiculous. $150 for parking. I complain when I got to pay $5 for parking to go to my kid's soccer game. All right? And let's be honest, it's 10-year-old soccer. I feel like I'm getting ripped off for $5. That's why I bet on the games while I'm there. You got to make it interesting. It was a beautiful game. I love seeing Dak Prescott looking like he's going to cry all the time. Ezekiel Elliott basically being useless towards the end of the game. Everything about it was beautiful. A missed field goal. It's just absolutely wonderful. The Ginger getting mad on the sideline. And you know what? The refs were making correct calls, but you had a couple turnovers even go the other way when it was screwing you guys over. What a beautiful thing. It just makes me happy. It's my Christmas gift this year. I don't care if anything else happens. This is great for me. It's a whole year of trash talk, which I'll take advantage of. And I'm sorry, guys, but if I have to hear Bob Davie say young one more time, I've been hearing it for 6 years. Before the season, well, we're a young group and we got to gel. During the season, well, we're a young group and we got to gel. End of the season. New recruits next season. Same thing. It's the same thing over and over and over. And at one point, something has to change. At least give me a new excuse. That's all I'm asking for, Jeff. A new excuse.
Yeah, we got it.
And then that bothers me because it never seems to change. And I think that's what's starting to wear people down because we're starting to get to that point of it's getting to the black hole. We're getting to the point where it's past the horizon, no point of return, and it's not going to matter after that. So I hope everything picks up. And how about them Aggies as well, Jerome? You can say whatever you want. 0-5, buddy.
They're 0-6.
0-5.
I think they're 0-6.
Ooh. bonus loss. 0-6. Thank you, Jeffrey.
I get 6.
Have a great day.
See you, Jesterson. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 0-6, right?
It is.
It was Washington State and Alabama and San Diego State and New Mexico and Fresno State and Liberty. Yeah. And the thing is, they don't look. I mean, you watch. They don't look like an 0-6 team to me. But you are what your record says you are, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Here's this one from Gopher. Jeff, you were talking about the chronic woes of Lobo offense. When was the last time Lobo football didn't have a quarterback controversy by the 6th game of the season? Stoney Case, Graham Lee, maybe Casey Kelly. We've had this conversation. How many years has Lobo football had a signal caller that didn't last more than a few games, or in some cases didn't even make it to campus? Here's a list of some names in no particular order that I remember. And just here's a list he just sent. Ready? Do you remember all these? Jeremy Denson, remember them?
Nope.
Yeah, I do. Dominic Portery.
Yep.
Sean Stein. Oh, yeah. Lamar Jordan. Eric Jaworski. He's the one who played in the WAC championship game. Chris Nelson, Brad Gruner, Victor James, Tali Ina, Justin Mobley, Austin Apodaca, Darren Jones, Emmanuel Yeager, Justin Millay, Tate Smith, Dustin Walton, Stump Godfrey, Marcus Goodlow, David Vega, he smiled, Brian Clampett, Clayton Mitchum, Cole Ouchie. Yeah, you forgot a bunch, but that's a good list to start.
Wow. Yeah, that's a lot.
And he forgot, like, B.R. Holbrook, right? BR played a lot of. BR would you say the most consistent quarterback they've had this side of Donovan? I'm sorry, Lamar. He didn't even have Lamar on there, does he?
Yeah,
oh, yeah
he did. Mm-hmm. Casey Kelly, maybe. I think you.
Yeah.
Did he mention it?
I don't know. Glenn said, "Oh, I already did that one." Lobo Hobo says, "Back to 2016. I expect Sharon Jones to start in the offense, going back to letting him use his tremendous athleticism, Jeff, by packing the football and not passing. Might be a return to 2016 where they throw 5 to 10 times max." See, I just don't think that you can change a whole offense in week 6. Joe Daly came in, installed this offense, which was kind of an evolution of what Calvin McGee had done the year before. You're going to tell me now all of a sudden because your quarterbacks are making change, you're going to go back to – what are you going back to? If you go back to – you're not going back to the triple. I mean, you just can't.
What you're going to see is more of the same. A team that has rushed over 40 times the last 2 weeks. It's just going to be more of the same, and they hope they don't turn the football over and they're throwing 20 times.
So let me tell you the difference I see between this team and that 9-win team that ran the ball like that. They had explosive runners. Their most explosive runner on this team is Sharon Jones. There's no Terrion Gibson on this team, is there?
Nope.
Am I missing him? I mean, Bryson Carroll's nice, and he gets some yardage for you. There's just not that
you
guy.
Had 4 weapons.
That's right.
That 9-win team. You had Terrion Gibson, Richard McQuarrie, who was a power back that scored touchdowns, 18 of them that year.
Yep.
Tyrone Owens and Lamar Jordan. You had 4 game breakers at that position.
And then you could chase that with Austin Apodaca and give you a different
15
look.
and 16 were the only 2 years in a very long time where this team did not have a quarterback problem. And that is one where I will ride to the end of the earth for those 2 Lobo teams. Because people get caught up in Lamar couldn't throw or Austin can do this. What they asked both those quarterbacks to do, they won football games at a high level for this program.
Yep, I'm not arguing with you at all. And that's what they did. How presage was this, says Ken. Jeff, who was the caller who said they were concerned about San Jose State after watching their closer than final score contest against Air Force? I know JJ kind of poo-pooed that idea. I don't think he did. But the Spartans showed they're not a bad team. They're 4 or maybe 5-win squad. Brent Brennan at least has that team trending in the right direction. There's no doubt. No doubt. Brent Brennan's got him believing. Brent Brennan's got him as, what are they? They're 3-3? Right? They beat Northern Colorado. They beat Arkansas. They beat San Jose State. They lost to Air Force. They lost to...
they're 3-2.
They're 3-2.
Yes.
Who's their other loss? That's a Pac-12 team.
Wasn't it like Tulsa? Or
could have
Toledo
been.
or something?
Yeah, it could have been something like that. Yeah, they're trending in the right direction. They're a good-looking squad. And they lost that Air Force game, and they failed on 4 fourth down attempts. They're pretty close, too.
Yeah, it's the 2 inside the 10 that should have made that game closer. I think initially I didn't give them enough credit for what they did against Air Force, but I love the aggressiveness. You're in those situations, and Brett Brennan said it. He felt field goals weren't going to do them any good in that contest because Air Force eventually ended up scoring 41 points. So if you kick a whole 3 field goals there, 9 points doesn't change that game necessarily, but so much goes into those possessions. And I think it's absolutely fair to say San Jose State's an improving team, but then what are you if they're blowing you out at halftime?
No, that's right. It's a 23-0. And I'm just going to tell you that first half was so disappointing on so many levels. Now, they did block the 2 kicks. I'll give you that. You miss a field goal, you turn the ball over, you change quarterbacks, you don't move, you gave up 2 junk plays
inside the 10.
Yeah, no, the defense did, but they also gave up 2 chunk plays. I mean, at halftime, my phone was blowing up. I know yours probably was too. And there was nothing to feel good about. Nothing. You changed quarterbacks. He came in and threw an interception on his first pass. You're like, what are they going to do? Honestly, his one pass he threw right to the other guy. How'd you feel at halftime? I wanted to puke.
Yeah, me too.
Like, honestly. At halftime, what was there to feel good about? JJ, okay, your defense bailed you out twice inside, in the red zone. Held them to field goals. Okay.
Yeah, that was about it.
And then I heard Ned James tell me, our offense is better than theirs. Really? What am I watching? What am I missing? I got more emails for you when we come back. I want to hear from you. 246-0610. It's the opening drive on ProView Networks and 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by Hooters Monday Night Moneyball at HootersMoneyball.com. SMU has roared to a 6-0 start, and the Mustangs maintained their perfect record in spectacular fashion Saturday night. SMU unexpectedly fell into a 30-9 hole against Tulane, in part thanks to a bizarre sequence in which the Golden Hurricane scored 13 points in the span of 1 second. After scoring a conventional touchdown early in the second quarter, Tulane then kicked off, but two Mustangs were confused as to who was supposed to receive the ball. Instead, they let it bounce and play. Kendaren Ray jumped on it just outside the end zone and rolled in for a Golden Hurricane touchdown. Ultimately, SMU's James Prochet made a spectacular leaping end zone catch to seal a 43-37 come-from-behind victory in triple overtime. What a game! Congratulations to SMU. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Do you love football? Do you live for Monday nights? Then you better get with the program and get down to Hooters every week to catch the game and play Monday Night Moneyball. You're just a few questions away from a chance at cash prizes and Hooters freebies. You love wings, you love ice-cold beer, and who doesn't love the world-famous Hooters girls? Head to Hooters to cheer, eat, and go for all the bread when you play Hooters Monday Night Moneyball. Check out HootersMoneyball.com to learn more right now.
Want to hear something amazing? Discover matches all the cash back you earn at the end of your first year automatically, dollar for dollar, with no limit on how much you can earn. Amazing. It's kind of like being showered with cash from above, which would also be pretty amazing. It's so amazing that millions of people a year are getting their cash back matched. They just can't get enough. So whether it's raining down on your head or raining into your bank account, it's your cash back, and Discover is matching it. Discover Cashback Match. What are you waiting for? Learn more at discover.com/match.
The Dan Patrick Show.
You know when I fall in love with you? When you play a big game against a big opponent. When you have some impressive moments. And maybe he turns out to be a wonderful player. And given all this criticism, I hope he does.
Weekdays at 1, the Sports Animal.
Audible turns commuting into opportunity. Use the Audible app to learn something new every day. Listen 100% ad-free to the world's leading experts on parenting, budgeting, career, and relationships. Get inspired by Dave Goggins' powerful memoir, Can't Hurt Me, and hear advice from Mel Robbins on how to take control of your life, exclusively from Audible. Download the Audible app, start a free 30-day trial, and your first audiobook is on us.
It's Mattress Firm's Save Big Sale. Save up to $400. Plus, get 0% APR for 6 years, 0 down, and 0 due at signing. It's as easy as sign, save, sleep. And get a free adjustable base with any purchase of $6.99. Don't wait. Your budget stretches further at Mattress Firm. Offer valid with qualifying purchase. Restrictions apply. Call 1-866-780-6220 for credit costs and terms. For new accounts, purchase APR is 29.99%. Subject to credit approval. Valid at participating locations only. For offer details, visit mattressfirm.com/sale.
TJ Trout here, and fall fishing in New Mexico is fantastic. Take it from me. For more information or to buy your license online, visit the Department of Game and Fish website at wildlife.state.nm.us. Get out and fish, New Mexico.
Hey, it's Scott Stigler. I'm here with John Seaver of American Leak Detection and one of his customers, Carl. Carl, what's your story?
The other day I opened my mail and I got a water bill that was $450. I couldn't believe it.
What did you do?
Well, after I had my heart attack, I remembered that American Leak Detection does free water audits.
You know, Carl's story is just one of hundreds of stories we hear all the time. Do you know 1 out of 10 homes are leaking right now, causing thousands of dollars of water damage? So let's prevent that. Call us for a free water audit today.
John, what is a free water audit?
Well, Scott, if you think your water bill is too high, like Carl's was, we come out to your home and we're going to check your toilets, your sprinkler system, water softener, swimming pool, and anywhere else water might be running.
Wow, that's great. And you do this for free?
Yeah, just give us a call at 296-1757 or visit our website, AmericanLeakDetection.com.
American Leak Detection.
Do you know Kirtland Federal Credit Union? We're banking in the background. We're late-night loans. We're mobile when it matters. At Kirtland FCU, we're here to make banking and borrowing effortless so you can focus on what really matters. And we're not just for military. We're for balloon enthusiasts, hikers, travelers, families, dog people, cat people, and people. We're for you. So if you don't know Kirtland Federal Credit Union, maybe it's time you do. Meet us today at kirtlandfcu.org. Kirtland Federal Credit Union. We're more than military. We're for life. Federally insured by NCUA. Loans dependent on creditworthiness and other factors. Membership eligibility applies. See a representative for complete details.
Call us up at 246-0610 or 888-922-0610. Brought to you by Quan's Auto Care, Collision and Mechanical Repair. We make it better. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
This human resources professional is a rock star thanks to Kronos. And this is her hype song.
I'm the spark before the fire. I'm the power in the drain.
Have HR, payroll, talent, and time.
I'm the dream, and you should know that.
Now we're engaging all the best people.
Kronos, HR solutions for the modern workforce and the people who support them. Learn more at kronos.com/HR swagger.
Mom, I think this doll I found in the attic is cursed.
No, its eyes are just very lifelike.
Then why does its head keep spinning?
Be my friend forever.
Oh, that is scary.
You know what's really scary? Missing out on Geico's easy-to-use mobile app. You can manage your Geico policy whenever, wherever.
Let's play with another doll. Or we can just bury it deep in the ground.
Happy Geico-ween. Download the industry-leading Geico app today.
Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
4K a day is back. You got a chance to win just by listening to us on the radio. Listen weekdays for the national keyword at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. and 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. And when you hear it, text it to 95819. You could win $1,000. It's all courtesy of Fiesta Kia, a huge selection and a doggone great deal. Get ready to win on 95.9 FM and AM 610. Hey, Sports Animal. All right, got a bunch of emails. I'll try to bang through as many as we can. JJ Buck.
Bang, bang.
Big luncheon today. Bob Davies going to meet the media today. Short week.
Hey, credit to women's soccer team 2-0 this weekend, beating Nevada and UNLV.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Wins number 50 and 51 for Heather Dyke in her coaching career.
Really? Already?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Were you out there for both?
I was out there Sunday, yesterday's game.
Was that
on the call
with ProView Network?
Mountain West Network, ProView TV behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah, right. How about boy, Josh? Good job. It looked great. Oh, that wasn't you. You were in Silver City. In your home. You're just Silver, Josh. Silver. How do you say silver in
Plata.
Dorado was gold, right?
Yes.
Plata. I'm just going to call Josh Plata. Oh, Plata. Plata.
El hombre de plata.
No, I can call him El Oso de Plata. The silver bear. You can be the silver bear. Huh? You down with that?
Yeah.
I like
there's mountains down there, so that works. Yeah.
All right, I got emails. Ready? Les says, the problem with guys like B.R. Holbrook and Cole McCamey, Jeff, is I don't think we ever saw what they could do because they're always hurt. There were a lot of injuries. B.R. was hurt all the time, dude.
Football's tough.
Football's tough.
Football's football.
Lancer is the OD answer, says Bad Street. Lobos should hire IPS to protect the football. LOL. You can tell Lance has been sitting on that one since Friday. Yeah, probably. It's probably right. Mike wants to reply to Jerome. Whatever he says. It's a hell of a reply. Thank you, Mike. He says, can we put this NMSU going to a bowl run to bed, Jeff? They aren't beating Central Michigan. They're going to lose to Liberty again. Aggies will be 2-10 if they're lucky. Yeah, I think we put the Aggies to a bowl game thing to bed with Ole Miss sitting there. Like, even if they run the table of the other stuff, they're 5-7. So this was the final year with their deal with the Arizona Bowl, by the way. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying. Quarterback, says Todd. Jeff, the two Mountain West clubs that have struggled the most in the last 20 years have been Lobo football and UNLV, and it's no shock the common denominator is the guy under center. Rebel fans are listing all their saviors over the years, going back to Jason Thomas and Rocky Hines, who busted in Sin City. Their fans are saying, why hasn't Tony Sanchez developed a quarterback? I think that's probably right.
Yep.
Who's the best UNLV quarterback you can recall this side of Randall Cunningham?
Wow.
Way back.
I got nothing.
Yeah, I got nothing for you either. And they're probably going, who's the best New Mexico quarterback you can remember?
No, yeah, I got nothing.
Oh, way back. They went to the Armed Forces Bowl, or what was it? No, the Heart of Dallas Bowl one year. I don't know who their quarterback was. I have no idea. That's what I got for you. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Emails, Jeff at 610knml.com or JJ at 610knml.com. All right, we got a pretty good Monday Night Football game. At least intriguing, right? The undefeated San Francisco 49ers and Jimmy Garoppolo against Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. I'm calling Browns tonight, by the way. What's the spread? It's got to be Niners by like 3.5, right?
Niners by 5.5.
5.5. I'm going Cleveland tonight. Now, here's one thing I do like about San Francisco. I think they got playmakers all over the field. I think they got guys that you don't even know about unless you play fantasy football. I think Mostert's great. I think their young receiving core, I think they got a lot of weapons. I'm not sold on Jimmy G. I know plenty of people are sold on Jimmy G. This is a really intriguing one tonight because it's two quarterbacks who a lot of people believe in with a lot to prove on a national stage tonight.
A hype train was in full speed for Jimmy Garoppolo. Good start. Hey, you win games early, give yourself a little bit of that cushion for the bumps in the road that are coming. And it looks like Cleveland without their top two cornerbacks again potentially. So we'll see if Deebo Samuel and Marquise Goodwin can get going.
Yep.
George Kittle has been average compared to the hype when everyone taking him in third round of their fantasy draft. I'm like, yeah, I got George Kittle. So opportunities in that passing game. Now the backfield is just, if Tevin Coleman comes back.
I don't know that he's playing tonight.
Yeah, but from a fantasy perspective, disaster. But from a player's perspective, that's four guys
Breida,
that Kyle
Coleman,
Shanahan has.
Mostert, yeah.
All right, let's go.
All of them are terrific. So I think they got weapons.
The biggest thing, and he was good last year, and it got overshadowed when they signed Kareem Hunt. Like, oh, he's going to come in after him. Nick Chubb is top 5 back right now in the league. He is phenomenal.
Top 5 back in the league. So you're putting him with, by the way.
Well, you got Christian McCaffrey.
I was just going to say, who do you put number 1? Is McCaffrey number 1 right now?
Do you see his usage and his production?
And his versatility, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes. Kicking myself taking Saquon Barkley.
Yeah. No, wow is wow. Wow. Is wow is wow. So it would be in whatever order, and I would start with McCaffrey too. Zeke and Barkley and...
Well, I Barkley not in the conversation. Not on the field right now.
Do you think he's one of the best backs in the league?
He's good, but I think Nick Chubb is played better than Zeke Elliott.
There's no doubt this year. Yes. All right. Thank you to Ray Birmingham and Bob Davey. Both of them guested on our show today. Appreciate that. Jim Rome Show is next. The Dan Patrick Show will follow that. Sports Bar comes on at 3 o'clock, and then you get Monday Night Football, which will start for you at 5:30. It'll be the 49ers and the Cleveland Browns. You want to come back and do it again tomorrow?
Yes.
Josh, terrific work. Why are we having technical
26
for crying out loud? Watch JJ on Channel 7's news tonight, 4 o'clock. That'll be
15.
Afternoon, not tonight. Hoser, enjoy the day.
10.
Come back and do it again tomorrow. Go out and be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. Deuces. See ya.
The Jim